choose to start attack here.
So did. I'll keep eyes on Durka as well, his performance here on the Yoru. Again, something that we've been hot and cold on. A lot of people unsure of how they feel about him on that age and if it really suits him as well as others, but proof's in the pudding. And the start could be had here. Alpha getting pretty far on this. Checked on and tagged. Miniboo's got to be cautious, but sent away. But look at the main pack of the players here. They are certainly not with Alpha. Heading to the other side of the map.
Revealing area.
It's a late piece towards B.
30 seconds.
Use the Yoru utility to allow for the cross. Durka first man forward, trying to get them a little bit of space. No challenges yet. Very, very hesitant on the way through here. Heretics don't want to give up too much. Very paranoid about middle, and rightly so. We can see that Alpha's there, but the spike is down. And we are in the post plant with 5 alive on either side. Oh, quick little scrap towards CT as Voot started off. Good trade though, 4v4.
Guarding here.
Still, look at Fnatic's post plants. They are, but look at the flank. Keep eyes on the last man alive. Now this is a lot to ask of the Wonder Kid. Alpha, a 1v4, and he can't really get around that pillar. The defuse is there. It's going to be 4 alive, and Heretics off to a good start. They could not ask for a better beginning.
Almost a flawless round there as well. Fnatic having a pretty decent idea of taking that A lobby control and moving back to B, but Team Heretics, and this is something that we're going to look forward throughout the entire series, their retakes is their bread and butter.
Oh, yeah.
Benji living on B site, anchoring that down, falling back to spawn. That is their bread and butter, so Fnatic need to have a really good plan. That's what we're going to look out for.
And I will be kind of checking in with you with how you feel about the deadlock as this game goes on, because, I mean, a pistol round we're not going to see too much. It's not going to come fully into effect until maybe a little later into the game, but certainly at the forefront of our minds, running a brand new agent like this to our eye test at least. Noting too at the very beginning, though, we've got to look at the purchase that Fnatic have, and it's very light. Just that sheriff there with Alpha. Working towards that ult as quickly as possible. A nice stack from Heretics towards the side of the map. This should be comfortable then.
Wait deh,
Big first kill for Wu.
kayaknya menang itu deh, TH deh. Bentar. Wait. Kenapa nomorku selalu ini ya?
Filter that sheriff back on through its Chronicle, who, I mean, in the last couple of days, you've got to say as well, Fnatic must be exhausted after the amount they've been playing.
Sumpah, ini line apa-apa lah sebenarnya. Aneh banget, serius.
But again, Chronicle's been
Fnatic.
really in form. A terrifying player to watch. So if we see that start to kick in throughout this, it's going to be quite the game to watch. But still, down to Boaster and Leo, any damage would be lovely. Very tricky to try and get done here.
The 2-1 versus 2s yesterday.
Boaster.
Keeping Fnatic.
Boaster so fuck. Ngalah banget sumpah idealnya. Boaster ngalah banget.
It feels like this game is the recency bias is real, but Chronicle is one of the classics.
Dapat juga dong Leo. Leo dari kemarin ngeri banget Leo.
This looks somehow possible.
Serius.
5 seconds, they're running too low on
Leo
time.
ngeri banget Leo.
And Boo's gonna play his life well in the end, but they made it at least financially costly.
Mahal banget Leo.
That was a really good recovery from Fnatic. Leo getting 2 really big picks there. That is definitely the start, and as we were talking about before,
jadi malu gara Leo.
When you play, you just had a best of 5 yesterday as well, and towards the end of an event, you want to make sure that you're kind of like min-maxing how much energy you're putting into every series. So making sure that you've paced yourself, so when you get to the grand finals, best of 5, you have enough energy to go the distance. Some people might not be able to make it all the way.
Tembakannya bisa
Fnatic at least does have the pedigree to be able to do that. If it was a different team, maybe a different scenario, they wouldn't be as prepared. I feel best of 5s completely change the dynamic sometimes in the map pool, and Heretics coming in with such an advantage, leaving us here. Now, focusing those, this is going to be the first kind of big hurdle, I guess. You want to have a clean first buy here for Fnatic. They've got those rifles. They're sitting in a decent enough position. They made it costly last round, so this isn't comfort for Heretics. Just to see what they can do on this bonus round now.
Fnatic has a really good idea here. The Deadlock's whole purpose is to be able to stall out Team Heretics' whole retake situations. And as soon as Team Heretics takes that A lobby control, they leave Boo alone on the control, which means Fnatic get to walk back into A, take a free site, and have all of Deadlock's abilities to stall and just disrupt the retake.
God, that is it's theory crafting looking good. It's whether or not they land it is yet to be seen. Boo's going to still
Nah,
at the front
punya
door.
begitu,
Keeping note on the
Gi.
flank. This is what you are highlighting. Thank you, observers, for that one. It's going to make it very difficult for the other two to
Ibu
try and
lagi
close this gap.
nyala,
It's going to be
cuy.
watched as well. Leo, oh dear, cleared in a heartbeat.
What?
This is now a problem.
What?
This is a 5v3. Fnatic do still have bodies on the site, and they do have the time on their side. But this is difficult. Can they herd Heretics correctly here?
3v5 dulu, tapi
The rotation back from the KO as well. Wu got spotted at a main flank, set
Ayo.
up mini Wu for a late flank.
Yeah, quick flash and now the push. It looks like Fnatic want to try
Wah,
and take
nice
out CT
banget.
as almost a counter swing.
nice
Boaster
banget.
can't quite close down the kill. Boo's just buying time for the rest of the flood to come through. Clearing the side well. Durka gonna get
Ah,
three.
Durkanya.
Out of nowhere, Alpha succeeds towards CT, and now all in the hands of Mini Boo in a 1v2. It's gonna be handled. Durka, fantastic form on the site. Fnatic with a plan in mind, and they execute it well. I love the concept with the deadlock there.
Durkanya
I feel
nggak
like you've got a
kecek,
really
anjir,
nice
itu.
agent counter pick to what is one of the best things that Heretics do.
It's going to be interesting to
Durkanya
see
nggak
how
kecek,
like all these
Durkanya nggak
flanks try
kecek.
to develop. Team Heretics definitely look to get a flank off there, expecting, hey, if it's a deadlock trap, we could just walk past it silently. But no, the barrier's there. You cannot get past that without breaking it or waiting it out, and that stalls so much time. Durka, huge impact on the site there. That is like the reason why you want to have a player like this in your team. The enemy's on guns, and you can do that. Makes it look easy.
This is, and this rolls my mind back a little bit, right? And I feel ancient when I say this, but it's, you know, we always kind of looked at Fnatic as one of those really creative teams during those earlier metas, coming up with these kind of out there concepts, and it's lovely to see them exploring this idea with Deadlock and it looking quite viable. Now, this is early round. That's the first round they won, so a little high off the hopium. But I mean, it's a nice concept. But in actuality, now we see what Heretics have to bring back for this. Still on good purchase. Rien's taking a lot of damage early, so gotta be careful. It feels like Fnatic testing the waters in this.
Here. Definitely a slow approach here. All 5 players through middle.
Benji's seen a fair amount of this, so that's at least 2. That's all of it. He's going to see everything here, so they're going to be prepared towards top middle. Lovely pop flash, and that just sets up Food and
Ketahuan
Rien's.
dong,
The
dua.
camera being the downfall of Fnatic. They had no idea what was waiting on the other side. Heretics
Rapnya
set up for
bagus banget,
success.
rapnya bagus.
Lovely spot towards middle. That was so valuable.
Just standing and holding their ground. Not much else they could do. Caught in the net. And they're just popping these guys. All 5 players for Fnatic. I think there was like a 5-man scan even. So Rien's probably just racking up all these assists off the back of that as well.
Yeah, that's up the ante a little bit. Nice answer back here. Yeah, look at that. You're absolutely right. Everyone being noted. Whoa. Fnatic with a swift reminder. And their economy is going to be stunted now. They're not going to get that nice little back-to-back build here. They do have Durka's ult, so interesting when they want to bring that into effect. And actually, it's Mini Boo. I hear all of this. How much do they put behind? This is a half buy from Fnatic, so you don't want to give them too many opportunities.
They do have that Yoru ult, and we saw the combos yesterday between Durka using his Yoru ulti and then getting a stun on the targets, coming out of the ultimate with a flash, and just having an opening. I think they're going to go and use that over towards B, probably trying to find Benji, isolate him, take him out. If they're able to take out basically one of Team Heretics' win condition right off the rip, that's going to be really good for these guys. But it's a big investment.
And where the hell did Brute just get that? I guess down middle, yeah, okay, they found Alpha, trying to maybe hit up a bit of alert. Rien's going to take contact towards CT. Lovely from Rien's. Chronicle goes down. Having a rough start for Chronicle
Heretic
here.
sih, Heretic masuk bot ngeri
Now
juga
5-3,
itu.
they're not falling for what Fnatic want. They'll let them take a bit of a plant, but they're losing our numbers elsewhere. Chip damage on Boaster. There's no clean win concept. Beautiful shot from Leo. Going to need a lot more of that, though. He's got his ult. Don't know if this is the round. Already Boaster down so low.
They get another kill or two, though. It could be a good investment.
Speaking of ults, Mini Boo's going to go for his, fancying the chances on that. It looks like Leo might be considering this. I mean, he's at least going to go for this flash off it. Getting very close to the smoke, going to walk together. Really good synergy from Heretics, and no threats found in the post plant. Comfy in the end for standing,
Heretic
building
ngeri,
ults across the
lagi ngeri
board.
banget ini.
Josh, they've got to get one of these buy rounds coming in now for Fnatic.
Fnatic absolutely need to figure out a solution. They chose to start attack. They knew Sunset was going to get picked. They knew Heretics. They love this map.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, Heretics, they lost in kickoff grand finals. They don't want to have a repeat of that. They want to make sure that they're able to close this out, you know, get some trophies going, get it for Benji. I mean, Benji's been playing lights out the whole time, so He's eyeing that for sure.
I mean, ults galore. So if there was a plan in mind they wanted to run, they have the perfect opportunity to do it now. You have 4 ults online, and I think even TB is only 1 away for Kron if they really wanted that. But still, this is huge for Fnatic, a big opportunity in this round to try and turn the tide. If they lose this, it starts to spiral. 5-1, you're starting feeling down and down and down. And I love the idea of bringing in this deadlock for the post plant, but they got to get to the post plant first. Already seeing a bit of a back and forth in middle. Alpha going to be spotted. We're going to hear that ult come in. Durka looking to take space. Eyeing up that B site first and foremost. Notes 1. How much more does he find here? Doesn't get the full info on market. That could be a terrible surprise. There's a lot of players in there, but Boaster with a fabulous pick. Takes down Miniboo, and they try and flood the site, and it works. Fnatic cracking open B site incredibly well.
They get to save 3 ultimates as well because they were able, with just 2 ultimates, get all the info, get the rolling thunder, all 3 players affected by it, and the great spacing from Fnatic to come in there, grab their second round. I'd imagine. I mean, unless some heroics come, Boo teleports last second to fuse the spike.
That would be a little bit of a surprise, but as it stands, this is a good little wake-up call. Heretics, I want to see them pushed. Again, I feel like Heretics have proven time and time again how good they are. Benji, you're gonna have an easy time on that, are you? I think they'll leave it where it is. Money's not particularly stable for Fnatic, so they need to keep hold of what they've got. They do still have those ults, though, as you were highlighting. They still have quite a lot to work with, a nice combination between the two. Durka and Leo there. On the other side for Heretics, though, a little bit of a wake-up call. A little bit of, okay, still facing Fnatic. And we've seen the comebacks in the last couple of days. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is until you see 13. It ain't over.
It's almost like you don't know exactly what you expect from Fnatic. They've not looked great all season, but throughout playoffs, they've been taking down the bigger teams, and you're just expecting them like, oh wait, are they out? No, wait, maybe they're on the comeback or resurgence. So this is a huge test for these guys, and on a map that they don't ever play, it's a huge question mark still. 2 rounds away.
I'm also looking at Rien's bringing out the operator here. So that's going to be a little bit of a switch up with this. Not sure how he wants to utilize that or where. Looking off the back of maybe the utility of Benji, but still, cautious beginnings.
Right here.
And looking to maybe punish this. Yeah, the slow creep in middle. Fnatic looking to prioritize maybe that mid control they've been building from, taking over market, pressuring top mid every now and then. That's a swift answer to that.
I think he was expecting maybe Alpha to be lurking around middle. He's done it a couple times, but it always seems like Fnatic in the second phase, they always go into the middle, and that camera from Benji getting the info so that the perfect timing with the op can come in.
Yeah, there we go. That should turn the eyes anyway, but they'll know when there's a full commit behind it. Aldro, a bit of an issue. He's in a bit of trouble here, Rien's. How long can you live? He's got help, he's not alone. Benji actually going to stick around on this. It's Miniboo to find Alpha. And now the beautiful form from Benji. A scrap in middle, but you got to look at the numbers. It's a 3v2. And the space isn't comfy. They don't have the full information of what's going on the other side of the map. And with Alpha down, the info's been lost. Boo's.
No, they hear Boo, I think, running around.
He's 100% been heard. Bo's just trying to hunt him down.
They're going to re-wrap him. They do have enough time to do it as well.
Yeah, but the spike's on its own over towards A. Again, this is scary times. Boaster out on a limb here. He's bought safety.
He runs the other way.
But now there's an issue on the other side of the map that you've got to get back.
It's okay. He's got the Hunter's Fury.
It's true. Oh, it's just a little scary, isn't it, though? You've got so much on the line here. Heretic's not sure what's in front of them, having to clear through methodically, still being quite paranoid. If anyone's trying to push up to get that pick, to try and even it back down to a 2v2, not the case. Boaster re-emerging, creeping back closer. Respecting the smoke for now, but there's already the tap on the spike. They've got to try and get towards this one too. Gonna get it towards half at the very least. But time's starting to run low. Leo the first to put life on the line as Boaster connects. But now it's all on Boaster. It's just too late in the day.
Interestingly played.
Yeah, I felt like they could have done a bit better on that one.
I think they got really unlucky. If Boo had rotated back into Leo, different story altogether. 2 versus 2. They have such good control over the map. But yeah, Boo just groups up with his team, realizes, hey, we have strength in numbers. If we can go together and play these trades, we're going to be okay. But these start around fights around the market, they're getting really scrappy, and I love it.
That's going to sting a little for Fnatic there as well. And it's enough that's caused the timeout now. Enough rounds falling towards Heretic's favor, they decide that it's time to check in. And I'm kind of curious who's having the chat in this. Because we've seen Mini getting very involved in some of these timeouts as well. So very if that's the case, or if it's more from Boaster's side, if it's more from Alpha, or where it's coming from here.
It could be coming from anyone because this is such a it's such a weird composition. I wonder how many reps they even have with this. So permaban.
Have they been trying to craft
They
this
got
out?
that. Don't
Obviously
laugh,
they have this. This won't be the first time they've tried this, but it's how comfortable are they? How confident are they? And it is a bit of a curveball to come out on map 1 in a best of 5. Yeah, you're coming in obviously with 2 bans against you, and all the odds are against you when you're in that position in the veto. So maybe this is the best chance on it, I guess. Come out with something a little different, try and catch them off.
Well, this is where experience comes into play, right? This is like Fnatic are playing the long game. They know that if they're able to take it to 4 or 5 maps, they have a chance.
True.
So it's on Heretics to make sure that they don't use all of their energy winning a map that they should win anyways. And Fnatic know that if they just make this as prolonged, just like draw it out, make Heretics invest more energy to win a map that they should be winning anyways, that's what Fnatic's goal is here.
Early information. I don't know how many got noted. I'm not sure if it was more than one. Let's see if they've been able to address the information flow in middle.
I just want to see a blind ulti from Alpha just come out, just randomly, just launch that, man.
Well, that's not what the doctor ordered.
What the?
Fnatic left in tatters as Heretics make them look like mincemeat, and Andalusia flawless.
They have
right off the timeout. Because hey, if Fnatic called the timeout, so Heretics get the opportunity to talk as well. They were ready for that. They were no surprises.
Yeah, I don't even think that we're seeing anything too crazy from Team Heretics holding close to the one-way smoke. They've been in the setup a few times before. Riens has been here with his ult before, and the Hunter's Fury in the back, just blasting them.
Gila banget ya, kayak gila banget.
That smile.
That damn smile.
That damn smile. And it's broken again. The money from Fnatic's just going to be left like a little all over the place. And they just seem hell-bent on this approach. And we've seen a similar look. It's a very similar start. Daka he has no chance in this. Boaster's going to send down the Hunter's Fury. Does get mini Boo. Anything more? Yeah. Okay, Boo's still here. And Boo's still firing. 2 big kills. They get back away now. Job done. Taking the box. Boaster and Leo have to walk past the remains of their own team. They finally got a main control, but at what cost?
Good control over the game so far from Team Heretics.
Taken out. Nice shot.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, Leo.
One of those, is it?
Okay, Leo. Ini Leo.
And a 2v2. There's still one on the site. That outdrone is a problem.
Gak kecek sama Boaster.
Well, they've cleared the default box at the back of the site. That's all they really need. Oh, man.
What a shot. Finds Riens, and now but look who's left alive. Just a reminder of what this guy can do. And yeah, there it is. There's a reminder for you. Leo's gone down. Where does he go on
30
this?
seconds left.
Benji going around the world. Boaster. It wasn't a committed plant. It was a tap on the spike.
Boaster
It kind of almost indicates that they don't know how close, how far, what Benji was up to.
Spike planted.
Plenty of bodies on the other side, but Benji closer, toying with expectation. Boaster left on 45 on the site. 2 shock darts, sure, but he can't reposition. He doesn't know what's safe and what's not.
I think his dart just came back, so he's going to clear out 1 lane.
That's all he's got, Benji.
Spawner elbow now, probably.
It's a gamble, and it's a perfect choice from Benji. The guy doesn't lose these. He just doesn't lose these. He's so damn clutch.
He might actually be the best clutcher in the region right now. I don't have the stats to back that up, but eye test alone tells me that that's all I need to know.
Do you know what I really want to see throughout this? Benji and Chronicle in a 1v1 at some point. Like, I want to see that little like clutch back to back, because Chronicle's had a couple of like key ones where he's just like suddenly hit back to form. Overall, though,
masih di pantai.
Yeah.
It's been nuts, but that got close, but not close enough. 7-2, held on 2 rounds.
Speaking of Chronicle and clutching it out, it's interesting to see that he's on Omen, Boaster's on Sova. Not really, you would expect to see the opposite, maybe.
Yep, hey, I feel like this whole region selection left me with question marks. I can't wait to see what the analyst desk makes of it too, and kind of the concept
of all the
behind
questions we have about the
this
agents,
is it, yeah.
This is the question. Chronicle on Smokes, Boaster on Sova.
Yep. Okay, rifles back out for both sides. Man, if Heretics look
Amazing.
good so far.
Yeah, amazing.
I like the switch up from Heretics as well.
Tim
They've been winning
Foxnya
these 8
aja,
lobby
nih.
fights so consistently they decide, hey,
Surely
let's
not
just
coming
stack
back.
up B.
Yep. And I don't know if they've figured out mid yet, really. I don't know if they've figured out that camera in market. And even if they have, dealing with it is so difficult. You have to put a body behind it. Oh, just let the Wonder Kid loose.
Ow,
Not bad for
aduh.
Alpha. Good start.
Mini-
Look at the follow-up damage as well. All right, well, let's see if it works out, eh?
Ah, kena Benji.
Oh my god, he's actually got Benji!
Benji kena Benji.
Anyone save him! They're trying! And Alpha's just punishing them! Oh, that is devastating! Alpha, the one-man band right now, the one-man army with 3 kills already. Rienz and Boo just probably left shaking their heads. Wow, you're meant to get past that.
Wow.
We got Boo.
No,
I think Fox
Chronicle.
wanted it.
Chronicle.
Oh, he has, there it is.
Nice.
Finds an opposing number, and Rienz now.
Halo, siapapun yang
Guys, such
mampir,
an
thank you,
oppressive agent when you see it in work, but still.
thank you udah mampir.
There we are.
I think it's just like a morale buff ult. You
It
get
really
someone with
is.
it, you just see them, you're
Yeah,
just
you
counting
were
down the time it
Yep.
takes for them to actually succumb to it, and then you're just like having a good laugh, a nice giggle.
You got Benji of
Malah
all
ada
people. It feels
dua.
cruel, you know what I mean? It's like nasty.
Itu yang save sih.
You gotta be dangerous with the targets you pick, because if you start angering the beast, you know, if
Yeah, you're gonna wake
Benji
him
starts
up.
getting rattled and he comes back for vengeance on like map 2, it's not gonna be fun.
Deadlock, underrated queen. All right, fair play. Hey, that round made it look absolutely viable. But it's also in the hands of Alpha, who just like kind of got them the dry pick and then just like punished the, you know, trying to bail them out. Perfect round to show off what Alpha
Yang
can do.
nge-pick Rienz,
Right,
yang kena
but
mini
it's repeatable success we're looking for.
and kila
It's hard
mini
to do
bu,
again.
I
mini
can't
bu.
believe he hopped in there with his arm out like
It's
a...
like, let's go.
Lots of ults ready for Team Heretics. Fnatic 1 off of 2. Rolling Thunder and Yoru, Durka's ult. Those are great combination as well to have.
There's one of the 3 rounds that they got was using that, clearing through market with it. Do they get it anytime
There you go,
soon,
Benji.
though? Yep.
The shock's been coming at the start of the round to break this trip, and then Benji's in a position to take it back and replace it. And now they have to invest a second shock if they want to take it, or Yoru Clone Plus shooting it.
Keeping eyes on when Durka comes over. It looks
Right
like he's on the way. Still 4 players here. There's you're right though. They have put a lot of faith in this kind of like.
Gila
slot
sih
that they
kalau
have.
masih di
Rien's gonna clear through mid. Nothing
Masukin.
there. Nothing at least within kind of close quarters.
kalau masih di
And if Team
gila
Heretics is
sih.
repairing mid like this, they don't have info, and Fnatic knows.
Okay, can they deal with this back
Ngeri
line?
anjir Durka kalau
There's the
udah
stun. And they're going to try and counter this. Durka trying to do damage on the back here. And he's going to commit behind it. Fnatic, though, on the run. They're trying to get out of here. Keep your eye towards Boo as well. Durka,
Oh,
oh dear, he's in so
oh
much
nice
danger.
Rienz.
He's been punished. Rien's played it patiently, but it's still on Boo. This is a lot of pressure in this man's hands. Info is free-flowing. Boo knows what's coming his way. Fnatic have 30 seconds to stick the landing. And you're going to hear it. Miniboo going to rip the ult and already going to punish. Boaster's gone down. They're being stalled at the door. Paranoia posted. And he wants more. Miniboo just trying to lean into this. And Fnatic being held. They have no...
20 seconds.
Leo
They have
low
nothing to
banget.
go for this though. They've got so much
Leo
to try and clear
banget.
through. 14 seconds. They
Leo
don't have the
banget.
time anymore. They are
10
just
seconds
Saving sih.
left to rot here.
Gak worth it
7
buat di try.
seconds. They've got to back away from this. And
Gak worth
Benji,
it, serius gak worth it.
these are
Gak worth
prized
it.
possessions in their hands, and they're being ripped away. Spotting them out.
Ah,
Actually,
and
Leo's going to try and
Benji.
keep hold of his, but there's more coming. This isn't just a one-man hunting squad. There is more behind this. Chronicle sprays and prays and keeps his life.
Nice
8 to
banget
3
anjir.
now.
Di Meret.
Heretics finding answers here, finding solutions to things that had worked just moments ago.
Back gitu bro.
seconds left.
Ini dapat satu
And this
udah
game
gak
is
bisa
looking
itu.
super one-sided, but it can still be so close. Just one different round can make a big swing happen. I think there's I mean, the great ult from Leo, Rolling Thunder, could be the difference maker in this.
How
Nah,
do they
gak
want to
ada.
use it though?
Gak ada waktu.
Are they
Gak
hoping
ada
it's another
waktu.
B stack? There's going to be so many players here potentially.
Gak bisa.
They know that Benji and Rienz are always playing close to market, and that might be the target.
I think you might be right, at least with the early intent. Can they pressure
Gak bisa, gak ada waktu tadi.
the young gun
Gak
himself,
worth it
Benji?
buat nge-try.
See what he's got for us here. Stalled out. Benji's in a little bit of danger now. Slowed down and hindered, but he's still standing, still breathing. Plant going to come in, and they can't really deny it, but he's still not being cleared on this. So he's got to keep his life, and he gets away with his life. Where's that TP gone? That's out of danger more than anything.
Let's
And Leo's
go.
ready and waiting.
Tap let's do it.
God, this is going to be
Serious
the deadlock
step, let's
mentality on
do
top
it.
of it. This is going to be very, very
Tap let's
difficult.
go.
the re-clear.
That was already used.
Iya. Nah,
There it is, Run Thunder gonna come through.
dap.
Doesn't do as much as maybe they'd want here, but there's gonna be time. They've got to try and deal with this backline, and Minibu's on the case. Durka denies.
son.
Lovely catch on the front, and the
INT.
follow-up! Classic work from Durka. Benji, relax a little here. Oh my good God, why does he always look dangerous? Why is he always look dangerous?
Benji.
They've got to throw everything at him. The kitchen sink's gonna come flying past in a second. He's
Anti
down to...
Benji.
Oh, stop it! Just stop!
Look, he's good. He's not that good.
Benji.
I don't know,
Benji.
man. I don't know.
Sumpah,
I don't
Benji.
know. Scares me. 8-4 though. It's if it was any other team, I'd say, hey, let's start
Benji
talking
gila
about
banget.
mind. But this
Gila
is still
banget dia.
Fnatic, and we have seen these turnarounds in the last couple of games, right? They have been able to close in this.
This is also where things get a little interesting because Minibu's on the Neo, which means going for the sprints, going for the slides, going into the deadlock. So is that going to change how
Oh, yang
things work
nge-stick
around?
kena.
Or are you going to get stunned in the middle of like running out somewhere and then get punished for it? Second stun on Leo. It means that Team Heretics, a team that we know to be grouped up 4 or 5-man hits all the time. If they go through one
Lainnya
lane,
kena.
does that one stun from Leo completely disrupt their entire attack? He's not-
Stunnya connect tapi
Check his CC.
kelihatannya.
At 7-11, not yet. We'll see. See if those stats.
Stunnya
help a little
connect
bit.
tapi masih bisa bunyi.
I want to see the impact of this deadlock. I'm really genuinely interested. And I feel like this is one of those where it could just be, you know, a little flash in the pan, but an opportunity to show it off. Show us a little variety here. That is the spice of life for those shots. Took a little moment, but they get that for Rien's. Good start towards Boaster. Alpha's still around and they forgot about him. And you can't forget about him! Gonna find a quick back-to-back kill. Keep this competitive. Rien's still just throwing damage down. Massive
nice.
work on Durka. Oh
Rien.
my god, he's got Chrome. What is he?
Durka juga
What's he
low
up to?
itu.
10 HP and he's still just like, yeah, why not?
Ah.
Durka's lower anyway, but he's still breathing.
Oh, Durka low
On the
banget
trade,
itu. Durka low
1v2.
banget.
6 HP.
Ah, ketahuan.
Oh, it's got to be clean or
Bisa
it's dead.
kabur.
Oh my
Ah,
god, stop it. Stop it.
low banget itu.
Oh, you should be fine, right?
Should be.
Should be. Right? God.
He has enough to survive the headshot as well. I think this is all she wrote.
Yeah, it is. Okay, boom. Gonna make it. Pick back up. Start, you know, pushing forward. First round in the second half. Fnatic held on 4th.
Yesterday, I think we saw Fnatic force by in round 2. Don't think we're going to see it here.
Riens nyala sih, nggak bisa nyalain. Riens nyala.
Again,
Riens
a reminder,
sama
if you're just tuning in, best of 5. Long series in front of us between these two, hopefully. As it stands though, Heretics big advantage coming into this with Veto to pick what they wanted first and foremost.
Pepper juga ya, itu ya.
And
Tolong,
early utility,
Info.
tolong PR banget.
indeed, and it's caused a massive reaction already. I mean, you gotta make
PR
it,
banget.
yeah, you gotta try and gamble stack almost in this, right?
Big mid fight's about to go down. But just classics for half of Fnatic. Maybe more.
Yeah, Boo should have heard some of that. He seems very aware of the possibility. Heretics taking their time. They've still got utility to play with, so they
Kalau
don't
Nicole
have
dapat
much of a
flank
hurry.
itu.
It's all about timing when we talk about this in the middle. It's just been flooded by Fnatic. There's going to be a problem in the backline eventually. That could be chronicled, depends on the timing. Looking at the site though, especially that Sheriff with Alpha. And a little bit of hesitation here from Heretics, maybe feeling the stack, but Chronicle sees the entirety of them, does do a little bit of damage, but it's only
Benji low
47.
tapi
Benji's still fine.
78 petek.
More audio cues, yes. But it just looks like deathmatch in middle. We are down
Good luck,
to
Nazi.
mostly classics here, so very hard for Fnatic to make any sort of impact. Alpha's though in the right place, 30 seconds and a Sheriff, and they are running into this. He's going to let one pass, he's going to let 2 pass, and he's going to look for a 3rd! No! Oh, break for him, he made it!
Alpha.
Almost looked doable, and now in a 3v3, it gets a little bit more dangerous, a little more dicey. Boaster doing what he can, but Rien's the turret himself. And Durka, what you got? You got a classic and a 1v2.
Oh,
Not in perfect health, but he needs a freebie. Oh my god!
nice. Tapi mahal.
Oh, I saw it! I saw it! I'm getting flashbacks!
Mahal tapi
But it's double
mahal.
digits now for Heretics. So all of these close rounds, they look fantastic, they look exciting. But it's still 10 for Heretics. They've done everything they needed to get a huge advantage now coming in to the next sort of round. This rifle star coming out. a little bit of a wake-up call to check your corners. If there's ever a chance. Alpha just slipping the net a little bit, but the bonus certainly looking a little ropey for Heretics.
10-4,
Mahal banget
huge
tapi
lead.
itu. Mahal banget.
Their map pick, their strongest map as well. Fnatic, if they want a chance to bring it back, it needs to be here on this round. But still the first map at the beginning. 5.
Yeah, it's going to be a
La, 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 la,
day if
la.
Alpha. I thought he could have had the second there. He's Chronicle backing him up. Gets this one going. Kron tries to be controlled, but he can't quite connect it towards Miniboo. And now, not going to get the free clear towards the site. It's Leo holding the line.
Sabar
Now,
lah,
Spike
Mini.
left towards elbow. This is difficult. Benji, we said it before. The kid's clutch. Can he do it now? Going to be spotted early. Looking for a fight. Boaster with a quick punish. Nice. So 3 standing. That's the rifles. That's good
Nggak bisa
progress.
sih itu, nggak bisa sih
Good to
itu.
stem the bleed, right? You're not going to just suddenly lose out. If they convert that bonus, it can spiral from you.
Still the Hunter's Fury up for Rien's though. Team Heretics, if they want to be able to close this out easily, without like threat of like, oh, is Fnatic gonna do a comeback? This happened to them the last time they met, right? You know, Fnatic came back and on Lotus, and then they took it all the way to 12 rounds. Good job, boys. Ended up going overtime, but
Sama Boaster.
Team Heretics probably want to close it out before it gets to another situation like that. Hunter's Fury probably going to be invested here. They don't want to hang on to this one for too long.
We want to see them kind of keep that utility economy in mind, and also kind of that alt economy in mind. I want to see how they want to try and build through this, because on the other side, Dirk has just got his ready. An aggressive start towards B main, taking all of that space. And Heretics just kind of playing through on middle. They've given up some of these extremities, and hearing, I don't know if they will hear this Aldrone, but they might be aware of it eventually. It's cleared quite deep. This is highly indicative of middle, or of course that A side.
All of the space stolen from B, but he might get caught here. Boaster.
Oh, he's playing a dangerous game. Gotta
Gets
show
the info.
caution now.
Nowhere to run!
And actually,
Sure.
Hunter's Fury his way! And Heretics was so close. It's now on Durka. He's managed to keep his life and go undetected thus far, but he's got a whole army marching towards him. The paranoia this time going to be a bit of a hindrance. Still here, still tucked in the corner, going to hear those steps and find a body to put on the ground. Leo falls though, so it's still on Durka here. How much more can he stay around on this? He's finally gotten out of there, but
Number
oh
two.
dear. Okay, he got caught
Oh,
here.
nice.
Alpha going to catch him before it was any sort of problem towards it. Late round, Durka
Just
makes his
halfway left.
reappearance, does the damage, and we're in a 2v2. Chronicle towards market, Durka towards site itself. The paranoia played into Chronicle on the look back, but it's still Benji. The timing here. Durka surely. Oh my god. Oh my god, Benji! Beautiful
What the
work from the man. Punishing Durka, trying to play to the timing of the ult.
Wow. This guy is so good.
He's actually nuts.
Standing.
That, by the way, is my technical analysis for the round. Is that
Yeah,
this
thanks,
guy
Al.
is so good.
I mean, I think it summed it up pretty well.
I think one of the things that makes him so good in these types of situations is, like, obviously he has really good awareness of where people are, but he's so good at just locking down with the first 2 bullets, just getting a headshot with his Vandal especially, so it's at any range that he can do it.
Fokus saja.
Really good first bullet accuracy.
This time, keeping a larger focus towards maybe catching that B main control. They've respected Fnatic enough. They've let them kind of allow that, you know, that space to be taken. And now they're going to retake the space behind them. Quietly too. Not utilizing utility to clear in this.
They don't need to care about A for another about probably 10 seconds or so. That's when the barrier is going to go down. We're going to see a re-clear from Fnatic. Getting a little bit curious for information. I think Team Heretics is waiting out that timing.
And it's going to add that level of paranoia if they start pressuring at this point. But look at this mid pressure. Look at what Dirk is up to.
I think they might go into B, try to like fake the plant, and then Boo's going to collect the spike and go back to A.
Dapat,
Potentially, but not anymore.
Big shot there. Do they back away? No. They're going to continue on this pathing. Miniboo trying to creep in quietly, but they've been spotted. Dirk is seemingly very aware of what they wanted to achieve, but that Stinger ain't going to do the job. But Miniboo is clear towards back of sight and wants to go further. Doesn't consider Leo, though. Maybe hoping that they'd over-rotated off the back of contact, but no. Fnatic holding their ground. 20 seconds now, and you got Benji and Rien's looking for opportunity.
mati nih Benji.
God. Thankfully, Alpha's
Benar.
put away Benji. So you've got Rien's
Posisinya
up to
mati
1v4.
banget
Very
gitu
few
di
options.
satu
10
saat.
seconds here. Fnatic getting a bit of a, I guess a little bit of a read into this, starting to work that timing out, starting to get that mid-pressure working in their favor.
Save
Team
juga.
Heretics also has a pretty good understanding of how this deadlock's working, and we're not seeing basically Miniboo running around, sprinting out into choke points because he knows that there's a chance that Deadlock could be there and destroy him. They're taking their time. They're making sure they're shock darting all the areas where Deadlock could be placing the sonic sensors, and they're understanding where everyone is on the map. Oh, Deadlock started towards A. Use the barrier there. Okay, the barrier's gone. They think that we might go re-clear it. Now is our time to go B. But Fnatic doing a really good job. Once they see that the barrier is going to go down, they start getting curious, look around the map. Dirk is able to catch Boo in the back. No smokes. Jig is up.
Dunzo. I'm surprised Fnatic are running this on this round, but it's very well crafted. But these are recoverable rifles that could be gathered if they fall, right? And Benji's got a back here. Does catch Benji, but still, Dirk going down means that's a rifle in hand.
I got spiked.
Repositioning, getting that spike. It's not an unlosable round for Team Heretic still. It's getting a bit closer, picking up that Vandal off of Durka. They have the Guardian. Boo not with much, but if Miniboo and Boo trade weapons and then Miniboo pops the ult, goes in with the gas hands, could be really dangerous.
Okay, this is going to fall on Alpha's shoulders. The utility's still in place, but not for long. They're going to commit behind this. The one-way smoke does go up, but still. He's just trying to buy time. Yeah, 40 seconds. The rotates are getting closer, but he is still on his own. They're going to pivot towards elbow, pop flash in, and just ahead of the timing on the paranoia. The pressure point just not quite timed right. And he gets a fair fight on the second. They can't deal with this guy as Chronicle closes the account. Gets Fnatic one step closer again.
And now, Team Heretics might start to get a little nervous because, you know, Fnatic's closing the gap. Yeah, it was an eco round, granted. Maybe it's time for a timeout. Make sure that we have a good plan to close this game out because this is our best map. This is, you know, the first map of a best of 5, our map pick, enemy's team permaban. Like, we need to get this game. Like, we can't let this get close. We can't let this slip.
No, you're absolutely right, and there's a lot of pressure on this because, as a generally, if you have a very heavy-weighted map, you put it at almost a pivot point, right? You put it at maybe 3rd or even 4th if you need it. Ideally 3rd, because that can be the one you could even close on potentially. It can really put you back on, but leaving it in 1st, it's a little dangerous. So you want to close it, right? And that sounds almost silly, but if you're going to put it here, you don't want to be going into them bind and then potentially being 0-2 down, and then maybe you look at Lotus, you think, oh, it's a coin flip, right? That's the order. That's when best of 5s get more interesting, is the order of how the maps hit. And Fnatic coming in with a game plan, something unique, something that's kind of put Heretics back under pressure, is perfect. That's what we wanted. So what does Heretics have now up their sleeve? They've been stalled out a little bit, and obviously if Heretics haven't been watching the show, I'd be surprised, but I'm sure they have been watching these games. We know that Fnatic can claw back games. It has been everything they've been doing for the last couple of days. You watch the one yesterday, you start going, it's probably going to be a quick day. No, it wasn't a quick day. You see the first scores on the half, you're like, not a problem. And then suddenly they remember they're Fnatic. So I don't know how they're doing it, but they seem to be. But still, this should be wake-up time for Heretics. Held at 11 for now. 2 rounds back-to-back for Fnatic. They're building back in, but a pacey change here. And a little bit of adjustment from Fnatic too. Right down middle. Durka looking to try and reinforce the other side. Enough has happened that they're going to have to respect this. And this could be a fake. I want to see what they're trying to do here. What they're trying to pull onto which side.
Cover going out.
Boo can get to the other side with his ultimate, so that's not really an issue at the moment. As things settle down for the next probably 10 seconds or so, that's when we're going to see Dar back online.
Oh, diligent clear in middle. This could cost Boaster his life. Let's see if he gets the timing. The timing of that. Trying to position himself to not get caught by the Aldron, and a great timing from Boot then to swing out and catch that.
Tim mau kontrol nih.
And now Fnatic have to re-scramble, they have to reset, but where do they put themselves? They don't have a favourable fight now. Re-clearing over towards A, sure. They're going to take that space back. Can't fully go on a flank, but they can at least kind of clear through and allow for a little bit more confidence in this duo between Chronicle and, of course, Leo. Sight now under control by Heretics. I like this adjustment from them. Already going to hear the ult coming in, though. Durka trying to do what he can. Can he tee up Leo? Maybe then for someone else to try and close down. Oh dear, Durka.
Stun.
Anything? He was just left to rot. Wait, was the help? Where was the support? I guess Alpha got there eventually, but he goes down. Good impact eventually on the side from Leo towards Mini Boo, but this is getting a little bit dangerous to my eye. Rienz still has the 2 shock darts as well. This is not good for Fnatic, but they clear Boo. Hold on. Shock dart there. Keep your ear to the ground. This is going to be halfway though. They're going to be sat towards this one. They're going to play ahead of it. Sprays, and he gets his prayers answered here. That's 12 for Heretics, and Josh, talk me through that adjustment there, because they started very differently for Heretics. They tested that A side and then pivoted back.
I think one of the things we're seeing a lot from Team Heretics here is slow starts and just making sure that they understand exactly what is going on, where Alpha's playing, where all this utility is, and this isn't the first time Boaster's been caught out of position as well. If you remember a few rounds ago, he was actually put all the way to B lane, and as Heretics is coming back towards B, they actually spot him. They didn't get the kill immediately, but they did invest the 100 Sturi and end up catching him. This is the second time that they caught Fnatic out in the open in the mid round, trying to get information.
Tapi serius
reliable information with Deadlock.
Anchornya dia kuat banget, Cok.
There's no cameras, there's no turrets, no other alarm bots.
But with all the info found early for Fnatic, they can stack this other side of the map, so we are just gonna... Oh my good lord! Oh, Benji on the punish! Chronicle on the backside, though, looking for the follow-up, and he's gonna get it. Boaster denies Benji too! It's a 2v3! Look at the positioning, catch up on this one! Leo still has his ult, still could do key damage, key impact. Durka shouldering this, limited information following. Spike not to hand, and time not on their side, and Rien's only with a Guardian. Surely this doesn't work out. Oh my... No! Not Titans! Heretics just break the backs of Fnatic, leaving them in ruins on the site, and that's map 1 done. I thought Fnatic had the read on that, Josh, but apparently not.
I thought for sure we were going to see a rolling thunder and Fnatic clawing it back round by round, you know, 12-8, maybe Eco 12-9, and, you know, suddenly Heretics starts to sweat a little bit, but no, Heretics close out, and they're able to take their map pick, going into Bind, Fnatic's map pick.
You're absolutely right. Bind coming up next. Do not go away.
Penasaran komputernya udah jadi apa ya itu ya. The implications of what make it just fine. Jauh banget cuy bedanya cuy. Jauh banget, sumpah. Katanya gue jauh banget bedanya. Gila banget sekarang ya, Heretics tahun lalu. Jauh banget loh, sumpah jauh banget. Gue sampai nggak tahu ini ada tiket gimana ya, kuat banget tuh. Gila sih ada gue malah mikir kena Heretic jadi dia sejak dapat boost gila langsung. Mantep banget sumpah rasanya. Kalau teman kami udah datang, welcome. Everyone who come, even not chat or anything, welcome. At least you come, this make me happy though. Step. Gila banget, sumpah. Kelihatannya strong banget. Berarti. Gila.
先の雷
ご安心を。ふっそれはっ全部丸見えね。ふっそらよっふふやははっやせ
逃げ道はありません。
Mau mulai kak? Kalau udah pemainnya aja, gue. Kalau udah pemain. Ini apa? Dorong, sabar, dapat. Kayaknya bagus itu. Tapi nggak tahu sih, nggak tahu. Kamu kuat cuy. Apa? Kita mulai ya. Bimbing. Mau nonton tidak. Benar. Lagunya
Very well crafted on this, Josh.
Last player
Yeah, they have a
standing.
really good combination of being able to do those like start around defaults, get the map control, diagnose what the setup is, go in with the double flashes, and then they have the layers to it with the post plants. They got the molly from Boaster, they got the mollies if they need from Alpha. Very uncharacteristic of Benji there. They had so much information of Long Beat. 3 players there, farm the orb, they're walking down, no presence from the enemy at all, and then he's solo walking through showers as one of the only 2 A players, and then that gives like gift wrapped to Fnatic the pistol. You can't do that. This is Fnatic's map pick. This is their best map. You got to close this out. You cannot make mistakes like that.
No, you can't. For now, though, we're going to see a patient beginning from Fnatic, probably just defaulting as we go forward, see if there's any sort of stack or progress elsewhere. We've already seen aggression in this map down B-Long just in the last round, so you can imagine the Heretics will toy with that idea when they can, but as it stands, Fnatic will just take their time. Not in a particular hurry, great deals of utility to depend upon, and we've seen how concise their site takes are, so point identifying the stack, I think maybe noting a player, not how many are here. There's a full play stack towards A. So I wonder if Fnatic do continue on this path in Chronicle. Going to be either feast or famine, and it's a feast.
Oh, must be nice.
Yeah, 4 back-to-back for Chron. Comfy. They want the ace? Oh, he's a mile away. I mean, Got a long way to go to
A
find
good
him.
true teammate from Fnatic right now would go up, find Boo, run away, and call Kron over to get the kill.
You know what? Maybe.
I got the spot.
But
Getting in
ult's
the
going to be
plant,
there. Yeah,
Seeker's
that's
up
huge.
next, yep.
Yeah, what an ult to get offline. Yeah, Leo's
Oh,
not.
Leo.
Hey, hey.
I expect that from
flawless.
Jika, not from me.
I'm happy with that though. 2 rounds to the good here, clean as well. Chronicle going to be feeling comfortable after that. Nice start there, confidence boosters too. After what was a very quiet map 1 from him. Again, we've seen him in vintage form coming through in the last couple of games, clutching out time and time again. But it's just making him feel a little more confident going in. And getting those Seekers up early, Josh, is critical. But big round now for Heretics. Rifles are out. Time to try and make an impact. Considering they've only managed 1 kill thus far, they need to get on the board.
I think with the fact that Team Heretics is running Viper on Benji instead of Cypher, this is one of the very few maps where Cypher's not being played by him. There is the opportunity for Fnatic to get some good fake value off. No Sentinel, they have to get the info with players. Seekers are a perfect tool to use for fake or to find out the kind of a lane of least resistance. Hey, there's only, you know, there's 3 going towards B. Let's go A. But oh man, Miniboo getting that first pick off. It's only Alpha.
Too.
Scout destroyed.
See what it does for Fnatic, because Heretics is sticking around on this, still holding Showers control, still towards the back of the truck as well. Miniboo still doing damage. Durka has to play forward and Boo's caught him. This is very nice from Heretics. This has completely disrupted them. Finding that pick on Alpha has put him right under the gun here. Send him in for the plant. Leo and Chronicle looking to try and find a way back in, but there's just bodies to there's 4 players on the site. So much to do, so few opportunities. They'll need someone to make a mistake almost, overdo it. I doubt many are going to give them that. Can they even slip away here? 25 seconds. Looking for a pick, and it's very disciplined so far for Heretics. No one wants to give in, give them a chance. This is the first opportunity. A little bit of chip damage. They've identified where the players are, but 13 seconds now. This is very nice from Heretics to not overpeak this, not play into what Fnatic would have wanted. And also, Josh, they need these weapons too. Bolster that economy after a rather brutal start. This round will Bitter out. And yeah, come through work in the end from Heretics, but that first pick in the fob, they seem very aware of what Fnatic were trying to achieve.
I do wonder if that was a little bit of a blunder from Fnatic to not invest the Seekers into the round, to not get a little bit more information before they decide to come back there. Like obviously great positioning on top, like in front of the Viper wall. Alpha wasn't ready for that, he wasn't aware of what was going on, and then he gets picked off. But it's only the Viper in the sense that like, oh, maybe it's just a lurker, but the rest of the team is behind it. Why have we not popped the Seekers if we're going to go, we got all these kills on round 2, 4K against Eco, oh, I'm 1 off, give me the spike, I'm going to plant this, I'm going to get my Seekers, and then we'll be able to use that. Why not use it?
Yeah, I feel like that could have been a good opportunity. We talk about kind of ultimate investment and the economy behind it, the times to utilize it, that could have been a really key moment to potentially close the gap on that round there. Again, maybe waiting for that perfect chance, but it's never going to happen, you know, you've got to make it happen for yourself. So, just got an update, peripheral issue for Fnatic. So looking to see which players, smacked a mouse, dropped something, spilled water.
Do you have red LEDs at home? You know, just get the ambiance going, and like, get in the mood.
I'm not 16. Like, no. Do you?
No, I'm just aware of it right now. I don't have LEDs, but I'm just looking at like the, you know, it's kind of like the Vader silhouette thing going on here.
Yeah, maybe.
You're just so used to the tech plazas that.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me anymore. I've just been broken in the past by this, but hopefully it's a quick one if it is a peripheral issue. Hope you got a new mouse if you need it. Don't know which player it is. Trying to like look down the line. Alpha's chilling, so it can't be him. Who else is there? Find me another one.
Yeah.
Boaster? Is it you? I feel like it's Durka. He looks guilty.
Maybe it's Chronicle. Maybe his ultimate button doesn't work on the keyboard, so he can pop the Seekers.
Ah, maybe there's something to that. Hopefully it gets resolved quickly, because again, best of 5s can be bloody long, to be fair, for these players. Considering the Fnatic having to back-to-back days, you know, these players are going to be running on fumes at some point.
And if Fnatic pick up this map and then it goes Lotus next map,
you're back
the last one was a barn burner as well. I mean,
Yeah.
this could be a marathon day for these teams if it
Yeah, and
Goes to
us.
certain direct- And, well,
Not as importantly, but also us. Still no further updates, but fingers crossed something just gets fixed, I guess. But coming into this now, I think we've started to see some of the strengths from Fnatic here quite early on. It's still very early in the game. Was that round 3 enough for you to make you feel that Heretics have a good read as to what Fnatic's doing, or is it just too early in the day? I mean, it was Miniboo playing in front of a Viper. I don't think it's enough to be able to be like, yeah, they've got a read, but what would make you feel like they're prepped for this? What would make you feel like, hey, they know how to play Fnatic on bind? What would be an indicator for you?
I feel like they didn't actually have to work for anything on that round just because Miniboo's in front of the wall, gets a pick on Alpha. The next kill, it's in Lamps. Boo's just sitting there, and Durka's trying to like swing into him. And that's how the first 2 kind of like chips fell. So
Yeah.
I want to see a little bit more. For like win condition type things, I know that Fnatic really rely on this double flash concept going off, and they do a little bit of this map control thing where they'll go and they'll try to like push back Hookah with a boom bot, maybe Chronicles there with Durka, and they like to end with these really super simple B hit sometimes,
Yep.
A hit sometimes. They do have the wingnet to go for the plant, but they don't have the Sage Wall for the A post plant, so it's not like they're spamming A every round as a result of that. And I feel like they also try to go into Lamps a lot, and I wonder if there is going to be a counter to that. We saw Boo locking it down last round.
Yeah.
If Durka tries to keep going into Lamps there, there is going to be a counter to that. We saw
happy, which is the main thing. I just, you know, how do you feel about Twitter polls? It just doesn't, it's not that exciting, you know what I mean?
It's not who will win, it's who do you want to win.
Ah,
This is a
I see.
popularity contest,
Right.
not like a
Right.
buggy.
So even less useful. Right, 2-1, Fnatic in the lead. Let's get back into things. We still have Chronicle with that ult in pocket. Everyone else yet to fully get it online. Rien's, I think, 2 away from his. A couple more for Miniboo. And Heretics did just answer back, and actually quite cleanly. That was a bit of a stop in the track. So we have to see what Fnatic can do to
Divisi
pivot. What
kayaknya
more do
nyaman
they
deh
have
itu
in
dia
pocket?
pakai sniper.
And how prepared are Heretics? Again,
Oh,
Miniboo
why?
doesn't disrespect any of that utility, any sort of commitment behind that Viper utility early on. He is happy to play in front of it. So where does Fnatic then address after this?
Dart down long B almost telegraphs the setup. Bind, it's so hard to kind of shroud your true intentions, but with that Viper wall up, huge walk push from Miniboo. A slink through.
Good timing. Boaster's kind of checking on this, but it feels like it's just going to be that like mad timing of he's heard it. Miniboo's heard the steps. They might cancel the rotation off.
Wait, if
this is such a weird like back and forth. This is just a pure call, and you're right. There are the they
Bosen
haven't seen
banget
it.
serius lihat ML.
How drones going out, they're
Tapi
paranoid.
kan
There's
ya,
question marks everywhere. They don't
I'm
really know what's,
paranoid.
yet no one knows what's going on. And look at the timing on this again. Miniboo just starting to progress now. Gets to clear cave completely. They've kind of roundabouted each other though, because you're going to have
Udah
Alpha
ngerasain.
progressing on
Nice,
A.
nice.
the Seekers catch him though.
What?
All 3 ahead.
Ketahuan,
None
ketahuan,
went behind.
ketahuan.
None went behind. That is so unfortunate. But still, they got to go on this one. Do they keep committing? It looks like they're pausing. They can sit. They don't like what they're seeing. There's something wrong about this.
Wait.
Are they canceling? I'm looking at the spike. I'm waiting for that spike to commit here.
Dibawa kemana tuh bisa
We
TPA
did it!
sih?
18 seconds!
Fnatic?
Ini Bu ditanam di sana.
Is this going to be another tech pause, or what the hell has just gone on here? This,
Unplug their microphones?
yeah,
There's no
10
time.
seconds! What the hell has gone on?
5v5 save, Navi?
Huh?
What game is this?
Huh? Jame? Who's...
Did anyone take damage? One HP.
Oh no!
What just went on? I want to see if that stage turns red.
No, that was an actual round.
That was
an actual
not an
round.
actual round. Stop it.
This is me being kind right now.
Josh, I'll need you to take the heat on this. 'Cause
Fnatic, boys, you waited until like 30 seconds left to pop secrets and you just stood there. What's going on? Can we get some confidence going?
Please? I'm still stun locked. I've like Heretics must be like sick. That was great. Nice one, guys. Love that. More of that, please. Or just chill out. I can't get over this.
Question marks overhead.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, all good. We go
Let's
again.
collect our thoughts. It's next round, okay?
Yep.
Take a deep breath.
Trying to.
Exhale all the bad thoughts.
If only that worked. The timing on this could be rough, though. The owl drone just going to come around the corner. Don't know how much info we're going to get on it. Quite a bit. Paint shell backside, and away we go. Going to clear close, but they don't clear everything. And look at the counter utility. Boo! Perfect work, Heretics. So ready for what's coming their way. 50 seconds. And I'm surprised there's not going to be a timeout after this. If I'm a coach of Fnatic, I'm pumping the brakes right after these last couple of rounds. But what do we do here? 3 players still alive. Alpha, Leo, and Chronicle.
If I'm the Fnatic coach, I'm like fire. Oh, pumping the brakes. I pumped the brakes last round to see what happened.
True. Maybe shift gear a little. 30 seconds. This is a save.
They stalled. Like, I haven't driven a manual before. I stalled this. How do I turn this thing back on clutch? What's that?
That was a big
Chronicle's
old
like, I
side from
got
Leo.
all the clutches yesterday. It's worn out.
What the hell? I feel like I'm casting Counter-Strike again. It's 30 seconds saves after a full 5-on-5 save in the last round.
But Fnatic aren't taking any space. What have we seen? We haven't seen them take showers
please.
once this
Okay,
entire game,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Lamps, the only time they actually tried to go for that
Was that the
was...
Seekers?
Fumble.
It's,
They
they didn't use the Seekers. They went in, Boo was in there, Mini Boo got the first kill a few seconds before that short. And then the other 2 rounds that we saw was like, wait, hold for push, no push, okay, let's go B. Oh, we're out of time. And that happened like a couple times, right? And then, you know, outside of that, it was hold. Oh, look, Team Heretics on Eco decided to walk push into us. Cool. But like that's the 2 rounds that Fnatic have were pistol round going A. Heretics was a little bit slow on their comeback from long B push, and Benji was out in the open. Then it's an anti-eco. 3 rounds in a row for Team Heretics, where all they had to do really was just stand around and wait for Fnatic to time out. Literally.
Okay. It won't keep happening. It won't keep happening. I'm a firm believer in it won't keep happening. Flash will not find Chronicle, so he has an opportunity to maybe late work towards showers, but that's alt progress being made for Heretics. Benji shouldering this. Moonbot going to come in. No instantaneous punish, but he's going to just back away cautiously. This is probably the earliest test we've seen Tortuga. There's intent behind it. No Seekers, of course, but still, there are bodies here. Now that's going to be rotten luck, but actually, they still get an effective trade, 2 for 1. Boaster did claim one back in the end, but it's
Oh.
Oh.
Got the spike.
Ouch. This should be another save, but you've got 50 seconds. I don't know how you're going to make that. They're going to hunt you down. You already got money. You've got Miniboo on 7.4. You've got Rien's on 6.8. They don't have to sit back and wait now. I mean, Chronicle's going to open up a chance.
We saw a round get really close last map, right? We saw it go from a 2-on-4. Leo was involved in that one. With Boaster. Boaster was one of the 2 involved.
Yeah. It felt like almost a mini-map moment, just drifting out in the open, maybe not expecting that, but now you're going to be reminded.
Spike planted.
If Fnatic win this round and this is like the beginning of a comeback, you got to be kicking yourself if you're Team Heretics.
Oh, yeah. And Rien's already down low. There is every chance for this. We've got mollies.
2 flashes.
Got flashes.
They're not even going to peek with the first flash. They're going to wait until the second flash.
That should... Ooh,
Oh, man.
This is getting... why is this getting so dangerous? Benji... Oh, there he is again! Chronicle!
2-on-4.
Of course. That's the round you're going to win?
That's the round.
Do it again. I dare you, do it again.
Well, the only way that it can do it again is if Team Heretics decides to walk push
out.
1 by 1 at them again.
I still just don't know what I'm witnessing, Josh, and that's bizarre because I've watched a lot of Valorant, but right now this looks just off kilter.
To be fair, that was a good setup in hookah from Team Heretics. Benji holding, I guess, from inside of Hookah. He's got his teammate Rian's top site, spotting along B, ready to pivot and watch both sides, and then instantly the teleport comes in from Miniboo, and he as soon as he takes that teleporter, he can actually use his own repositioning teleport back into his site after he gets that kill. So a good setup. But Fnatic not exploring really showers at all this game. Maybe a couple times towards short A, a couple times towards Hookah.
Pinch this by using...
Well, they also have this, so it's possible.
I like the idea. If they're going to try and trap him in showers for a brawl, the back of the dog, but that gets dealt with really early on. So there's nowhere to go back to, but they can't quite punish, but they've taken over the space elsewhere. Nice from Chronicle there. This is much better. Starting to see a little bit more fluidity to how Fnatic are approaching this, understanding their win cons, but Miniboo's one out in showers, which causes a problem. They don't have that complete safety anymore. Miniboo's going to note the additional body. They know what's going on now. Back in we go, checking out what's around him. Good spots here, good information. Plays it relatively safe in the end.
40 seconds. Flash is online. We're going to see a combo flash right now.
Sweet CT potentially with the HP. It is down low. Beautiful combination there. Dizzy coming around that corner doing damage. And now it's on Rian's Boo and Benji. And this is tough. Feeling like it was almost a 50-50 at one point, but no. Absolutely tilting in the favor of Fnatic after that slow pause. A lot to clear. Not a lot of time to do it. Dirk are going to be the first man forward, just sprays. Benji was low. Trade for Rian's, but still numbers highly favorable. I think Boo realizes this one is starting to slip between the fingertips, unlikely to do much more. As Fnatic somehow going to take the lead here.
If we think back to the last matches Fnatic played, right? How did they get here? Okay. Low time, he's gonna go.
Yeah, it's okay.
To split Chronicle, I think it was like round 16 and 17. I could be wrong on the rounds exactly. 1 versus 2, back to back.
Yep.
Here, how is Fnatic gonna get a chance back in the game? Chronicle, I mean, it was a 2v2 with Boaster. Boaster goes down, and then, yeah, Chronicle just gets to crouch, spray, get 2. Peeking him. If it's off the back of that they're able to come back into this game,
He did not
oh
know.
man.
You do.
Mini also looks confused. Mini's in his like shrimp positioning, just like half crooked in the chair, just staring at the screen.
I think he did that position after round 3. I mean, he hasn't recovered since.
He's not made it back. Miniboo again with the early test. Plays back to safety, and this default once again being held. Maybe understanding that aggression had been shown already here through towards, you know, the push out from A. We've seen a little bit more attention towards showers and B long here, but it does look like that finish is going to be towards the A side. We do have the ult now coming through. Fish is there for Leo if he wants it.
I think with all the resistance that they got at A so far, they might consider using it over on B. You going out with a Thrash.
It's nice.
Hunter's Fury could be across the map though, in a prime position to basically reach any lane he wants to.
Okay, timing on this actually could work out well, but Benji this time playing from sight rather than towards Hookah. So, Miniboo, how do you want to approach this one? Actually, just go straight out.
Nice.
Just shoulder checks Durker, and that's him gone, and no trade even considered or available. There was no chance at it. So Fnatic now trying to work this back in. They've got 3 here, as you've got to notice that Alpha's on the other side of the map. So are they trying to pull a bit of a pump on the other side? Now they've had Miniboo found. They've got to take that TP, surely. That seemed the best option. And Rian's with a quick switch. Oh, it's Boo to find him. So there's still presence on this site. They don't have complete freedom nor safety. And it is a man advantage towards Heretics here. Plants in. Slow progress, but Leo trying to buy time, using that ult to try and catch a little bit of pressure, trying to alleviate some of that strain. As Heretics are now back on the site here.
All he is for lamps. He doesn't have it for the spike.
He's got a flank here as well for Benji. This could be nice, but Leo's still on the site itself. He's got Chronicle by his side. The flank. Okay, it was a little labored, but it's Benji to win out. Boo gonna start clearing. Leo can only trade so much. Heretics.
Bagus banget itunya cuy.
All could be there for Benji next round as well.
Gila.
Tying the scoreline back up to 4 apiece.
The last time Fnatic had an issue on this map was against Na'Vi. They were running a Cypher and a KO. And the mood changing up of the setups constantly, the trips being in different positions, the knife catching so much value, preventing the flash combo, preventing Durka from being able to move in with the double satchels, or getting, you know, all these util combos onto the backside. That really threw a wrench in their gears. And this time against Heretics, It's the teleporters. It's Mini Boo being able to go
Bisa
through.
tiga arah itu,
Is
Leo.
it there for real? Is it a fake? Is he just sending his clone through the TP, or is he going through and then sending the clone? And then as soon as he does that, he can
Lama
reposition.
banget
He's back to
tapi
A.
yang
He
main.
could be sitting in the teleporter still. He could be at B. You never know. So this is the game plan from Team Heretics. This is what Fnatic. I mean, you can see the paranoia. Dirk is moving up. He's trying to get into hookah. He's trying to clear it with his boombot and everything like that. But constantly, he has to flick around doing 180s. Is Mini Boo in there? Is he going to open the door? Is he going to fight me? Like, do I have to, like, can someone else come here? They don't have a stage. They can't just put up a wall and just forget about it. They have to
Put a body to it, right? You got to mark your man.
or they have to start using more at long B. And
Yeah.
maybe that's why they're afraid of moving into showers. We've still not really seen them go showers. The only time that we've seen them really do it this game was when they had that combo with the mosh pit
Mosh
out
and the- yeah,
in the
yeah.
back, and then the opening up of the sky.
It just feels, yeah, this is the first time I've seen Fnatic look really uncomfortable here, or at least off kilter. Something doesn't seem to be sitting right. They're still doing well. I mean, look at the
Maybe.
rounds. If you saw some of them, you probably wouldn't believe the scoreline's tied a piece, but it has been a bit of a weird
Ini
game thus
masih
far.
pakai-
Credit
oh,
to
yeah.
Heretics to be able to keep this within touching
Yeah.
distance.
Molly.
No one feels like they're
Right.
breaking ahead just yet. As it stands, much more presence towards the extremities, and Voot with a perfect beginning towards Chronicle. He's going to get that back away, and they've won that early
Nggak
pressure
kelihatan
point.
apa-apa juga itu Chronicle.
This isn't the
Nggak
first
kelihatan
time
kap.
Team Heretics was able to win that fight. They put up a one-way smoke. They have the advantage being on the high ground, looking down at the feet of Chronicle there. Chronicle just, I can understand a raise, like Dirk wants to peek out with a satchel and get the speed on it, but just straight up like that.
Okay, here's the trade out. So shower control is still in the hands of Heretics. Sight control a little bit better for Fnatic. We're going to see the ult as a response. Fnatic pause.
We have Showstopper and a Boombot, but we don't have Dog or Flashes to clear that out and get the info.
And is there almost a retake here from Heretics?
Oh,
And it
this
just-
guy.
yeah, Benji's going to be teed up for that. Durka gets punished. Lovely little combination work. I mean, Boaster's on the other side of the map here, wondering if maybe they pivot away. But there's still players here. There's still
Ya,
presence.
Bumbu
It's
masih
not
jaga
all
di
in
base
stack. And with this extended pause, they might start getting curious if you're Heretics. You've got 35 seconds.
Not again.
Uh,
They learned their lesson last time.
Yeah. So they're going to
30
sit there,
seconds
hold
left.
this down, but was maybe one of them rotating, already Dog going to come through, clear, because they're getting curious. They see
Clear.
nothing
Okay.
behind that wall, so there
Okay,
it is.
udah
There's
kelihatan
go
tahu
signal.
nggak ada
There's no presence
siapa-siapa.
behind it. This could be like
Ngirim Bu.
re-pump through showers,
Yang
but we're
ada
down to
TP.
17 seconds. And if Boo's good
Nice,
for one, he's
sudah
going to
nice,
hear
sudah
this
nice.
presence. They're calling in support.
Sudah
Smokes
nice.
come in, Dizzy goes up. Boo unaffected, still going to swing it. Lovely flash, but good work from Boaster. Leo as well. 6 seconds. The spike! The spike needs to go down. Is that too late? It's denied.
no.
It doesn't matter. We're here again. We are here again.
man. Just keeps getting worse and worse for Fnatic, and I mean Fnatic. Yeah, Team Heretics picked defense to start.
Connect ikonnya
You guys gotta
Ji.
get some rounds going. You have the Showstopper again, holding
Nah.
on ults. And
Klik
onto
kanan
rounds
dia
where it's
bisa
like, okay,
gitu
well,
ya.
we can't really afford a good buy here. So you're
Those are
forced to use it on like a weird investment. And that's not high EV for Fnatic. They need to be able to use these ultis a little bit better and create a better
Kanannya
game plan
gitu ya.
forwards.
And now they're, you said it, they're on that weird buy. They're in a weird spot here. You do have the Showstopper with Durka, so that could be something they're looking for. Benji playing close to this. Actually gonna dip inside and play on the other side of this wall. Information being looked for, and Fnatic playing at a much closer pace. They're already towards the site. It's going to draw the eyes of Miniboo. Good work from him. Looking for maybe a counter swing. No one else could put life on the line. They're going to sit back, allow them to take a little bit more of this space here. First time we've really seen Showers control gather too. They've got a lot going for them here. But the purchase is still not perfect. The paranoia gets posted, and Boaster's going to eat that. Has to fall away.
Planted.
Heretics going to take the space back. Alpha's going to find Rienz. Flashes on either side. Ult going to come down. We're going to
Aduh,
start seeing the
di-invest
damage
dong.
building up here. But Fnatic still have to hold this. The two rifles, a molly in play as well. Mosh going to hinder progress from Heretics. Slow this down slightly. Still in hand. Gets cleared. 2 players. Leozine to over-deliver. He can't do it. Miniboo clears house. And now Alpha back to the wall. 45 HP. Still doing Alpha
Alpha.
things. And now the numbers sit with Fnatic. And he's still there. Alpha, the Wonder Kid himself. I'll be trying to save Fnatic. There's Benji. What can you do in a 1v2? You ain't got the time and you ain't got the
Alpha
ability to
sih.
get past him in form. Alpha
Kuncinya 3
individually winning
orang
that
kan
out
bisa
for Fnatic.
dibilang.
That was a huge round from Alpha, obviously the ace. Showstopper still in hand. Didn't have to use it there. So good with his movement, just moving in between the bursts and making sure that like he's hitting his first shot, and the way that he moves causes his opponents to miss as well. Stand up.
Very nice. Judges there. Good rating.
Showstopper, mosh pit,
This is the same shower take,
Dr.
right?
Showers, yep.
Now, they've actually made pretty quick work of taking Showers control, so they've won that early. I'm kind of waiting to see what Heretics do as a reply. Do they try and stick on site, or do they back away?
Heretics took long B control off of this, and now they're going to clear through the teleporter with the dog,
got
and
your
maybe do a
track.
crunch even. They're going to TP crunch.
Yeah, they certainly are, and they're on the way. Durka, how much can you do? You're surrounded, he's still going to get one. Benji goes down. But now this is going to spur on Fnatic. They have to take space back elsewhere. Miniboo looking to try and do some serious work here. Spots a great deal of information. Waiting for this. How does he want to try and levy this out? Already the ult going to come down as well, so that's going to secure a little bit towards CT, but they're surrounded elsewhere. A very topsy-turvy round. Spike is with Leo, so he is yet to commit this. Oh my god. Even the observers are playing with you guys. Miniboo has no idea. Just right then next to each other. And they're just pausing. They're pausing. They're waiting. They have no clue.
30
here.
I think
seconds
Fnatic
left.
might try to fake plant the spike backside just to bait something out.
And the timing of this,
There's
though, Boo
Alpha.
just turned around and Alpha finds Miniboo. And Alpha's going to come down. The timing's just right for Fnatic. Letting them sweat, letting them stew in all that pressure. Rienz and Wu,
That-
no flashes. Oh,
No, Alpha.
Alpha.
He just gets an ace and he does that.
He didn't need to do that. That suddenly opened up a chance. It's not a big chance, but it is a
Last player
chance.
standing.
Chronicle looking to keep this safe. With 3 of them alive and the clock on their side. Rienz, yeah, that Molly's not going to make things any easier. If anything, that buys him just enough time to, yeah, force him to hit that save. It's time to back away from this. There's nothing more he can do. And Fnatic playing with that timing now. And I thought Alpha might have given them a chance. Fortunately, Chronicle's not letting any more rounds
Then
slip.
what we have
Yeah,
to
that could have been really
He would-
disgusting in the back way. Like
Yep.
a 4-on-2. I mean, that's
Didn't
how Fnatic
blame
won there with a
people.
2-on-4 situation, right? With
If
one
we
person
need
getting a little
boomers,
bit too
we start
curious, a
up
little bit too greedy. But here we go, Fnatic in the lead. They did get the pistol round and round 2, so that's kind of how we're seeing a little bit of a lead from them. But still, Fnatic's map pick, they need this. They need to close out this last round as well.
Actually, Heretics going to be going for the timeout now. Another interesting choice, but maybe looking to keep that scoreline as tight as
Everyone is so
possible.
good now. Let's go. Focus.
All right.
True.
Alpha's still in this. Focused up. Heretics deciding it's time to check in. Some very, very strange pacing to this, but maybe enough that they need to try and keep everyone focused on what's in front of them. Maybe having a hard time to pin down Fnatic's game plan, because even we have all the answers, we have everything to be seen. It's still a very unorthodox game.
To be fair, Team Heretics has been doing a really good job and had a pretty decent handle. And Miniboo's been, like, I want to see the stats. He's only got 9 kills, but I feel like at least 4, maybe even 5 of them have been first bloods. And then on top of it, it's like, yeah, okay, take out the pistol round and then the first eco for Fnatic. Team Heretics, in terms of gun rounds, is up, what, 5-4?
Yeah.
But then on top of that, they also kind of, you know, gave away, let's say, for lack of a better phrase, a 2 versus 4, like a 4 versus 2, I guess, in Team Heretics' favor. So we could be easily looking at 6 gun rounds to 3. So Team Heretics, I don't think they have to really change that much. What might change here is the fact that they don't have a full purchase. Boo's on the judge. Maybe that changes things a little bit, but they've had a pretty good, you know, overall hold or understanding of what's been going on for Fnatic.
What do we see from Fnatic this time? See, on the attacking side, they get the chance to paint this how they want. Heretics not
There.
going for too much aggression nor space. Durka noting the presence in shower. You see Dizzy over towards B long. And actually, that puts Rienz on red alert. Already pressured towards Octagon. Gonna back away a little bit, play a little bit safer. And look at the exploration on the other side here. Little players starting to walk down. Is this gonna be a trap for them? Alpha and Durka on the other side. No idea how close they got to each other. Judge now noted. Put in the notebook. Just testing each other here.
Here comes the exploration through showers.
So we have to
Second or
tell
third
Dimana.
time this game they've used this position. Spotted Miniboo on the jump spot.
Boot is the one to draw blood. He's going to find Alpha.
Bagus.
How much do they read into this? They still have all of that information towards B long. They're shouldering that.
Wow,
There's the
ketahuan
follow-up
data.
info. And they've still got
Sepertinya
Benji
ketahuan
and
dong.
Minibu both watching this, and a gap. Does Dizzy make that corner? It gets dealt with. So Minibu gets potentially played in here. Wingman even going in. Leo's throwing everything at this one. Again dealt with by Benji. So they don't quite know who's in the corner here. They should clear it. Still, they don't. So it gives freedom for Minibu to do that. Good response from Fnatic, though. But there's layers to this. Heretics have the players in the right place, and it puts Durka in a 1v3
Nice
scenario.
burger, nice
16
burger.
seconds, and he goes on the run. Trying to get a quick plan
One
here.
V3 nggak mungkin lah ya, nggak mungkin lah ya sejago-jagonya orang,
Holding his breath.
boy.
Paranoia.
Nggak mungkin
It's
lah ya.
landed, and he's been caught. Boo.
nggak
Catches him
mungkin
in
lah
the heels.
ya,
He tries to run away.
sejago-jagonya tentu One V3 di
Six apiece.
apit
Close
gitu nggak
game.
mungkin lah ya.
And with the bigger picture in mind, when we talk about this isn't a map that we often see Heretics leaning towards if it's their choice. This is far more favorable towards Fnatic. This is a relatively respectable scoreline considering all of that.
I do wonder who's kind of in charge of making all of the mid-round decisions, because it doesn't look like we're moving away from what was called at the start of the round. It looks like,
Let's go, baby! Woo! Nice entry, bro.
yeah, essentially. It looks like Fnatic just call a game plan at the start of the round. They say, okay, this is how we're going to end. And nothing that they see kind of changes that throughout the round. It's like, hey, if we see like this variable or that variable, they saw the teleport from Minibu. It was the clone, because I spot the real Minibu backtrack in a site, but still they have the information. Okay, Sky's here, Minibu's here, blah blah blah. Like maybe we can cancel, maybe we can hit the TP at short A and go B. Maybe we can do like hit the TP and then come back to A because we still have showers control. Like we're not seeing any of these things. It's just a straight up play, like a headbutting or something.
Speaking of straight up play, looks like a 3-2 split towards that B side. Yeah, straight on in, no messing around, and Leo's been cleared, and so's Alpha. Heretics go, you guys took way too long on your attack, so we're going to speed things up here. We got stuff to do later. We're busy. So that's a free plant, that's a free site. And you've got, at least Chronicle's still got Dog and Flash, you still got the Paint Show with Durka, and a couple of smokes with Boaster, so they've got some kit to play back in with, but what are you meant to do with this? Clear's close.
Udah
They're
kuat
on the
banget
site,
itu.
can't really
Top
punish him
lane-nya.
back. Maybe I'll get something towards Boo.
Tokennya kuat banget
Yeah,
kan.
okay, force him to swing. Good, that's the first step. Need some more though, need a lot more. I say a little bit, I mean a lot. Food already gonna
Ya
find
udah,
Boaster.
sulit,
And the time's
sulit,
slowly against them
sulit,
so
sulit.
severely.
Boaster nggak dapet.
Tries to take that next step forward, re-ends.
Udah, mustahil,
Leads it with the
mustahil.
style. And
Sejago-jagonya
yeah, that is
tengah
sharp work from
bukit,
Heretics
Cok.
now, taking the lead
Mustahil,
and possibly
udah.
even gathering a couple more rounds off the back if they keep going at that sort of pace.
Tied up for pistols. It's a little bit easier for Team Heretics to be able to go out. They have so much utility. They've got the double initiator, so they're getting so much info. They've got so many flashes between Sky, Yoru, and then they also have the paranoia for the whole lane. Yoru able to break the crossfires by getting teleported across the position off the info from the scan.
Well played, guys. Classic. Heretics Classic is better.
All right, Minibu versus Yedu. Who's, or was it? Is it Yedu or is it Thrax?
It's
The nice. No. But the
it's got to be. I like Minibu's.
you like Minibu's nice?
Yeah. The other J's is it's a bit too terrifying. It scares me.
It scares you?
Yeah.
This one's a little bit more softer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is a lot. Oh, there you go. No, you're not
Ego,
allowed to come
classic.
over here. There
Yeah.
you go. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone fancy their chances? Gets play. Oh! Aim training. And again, and again. There we are. Boo, lovely. Clean work. This is against classics, though. This is what we mean by this can open up chances, but it's clean. Josh, it is an Andalusia flawless, which is, again, tick in the box. You are happy if you're Heretics with this, because it sets you up for a very diligent bonus. This puts Fnatic really under pressure for that first buy.
Arguably an attack-sided map as well, so having that round lead, that little bit of a buffer, having a bonus round here that you can potentially convert as well, could be the lead that you need to steal Fnatic's map pick away from them, their best map as well. And Team Heretics getting closer to lifting that trophy, and Benji getting his first.
Nice. There's something beautiful about it. Heretics actually pull this off. There is something
There.
quite magical. But we're not there yet. Again, best of 5. We have to talk about this. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It changes things. But if they do it on Fnatic's best, that's certainly a statement to be made. And it's all heading towards
Ekonominya
A.
kuat banget
Fnatic
sih.
do have bodies here. We can see the paranoia, the dizzy, everything invested, try and slow this down. It's Boo with 1, and the trade's there. It's a 2 for 1, and Heretics start getting that control. Chronicle with a quick TP, though, can get his body towards this, and Boaster's still around. It's not all over, But it's looking kind of likely unless Chronicle gives him a bailout. This man's done it before, but he's been noted, he's been spotted, and Heretic's still doing damage. This is huge from them. This is a bonus. They got all the upgrades, they got the players alive, and it's Alpha in a 1v3.
Tiga itu masih
It's a bit
banyak
disgusting
semua
from
lagi
Boo
SP.
there at the start. Blind in the showers.
Masih banyak
Getting
semua
that opening
SP-nya,
pick. Fnatic trying to push in with the flash, and Benji closing out the round on Alpha. 9-6.
Sumpah.
This is huge
Tajam
from Heretics.
banget
That is the
orang.
first nail in the coffin, right? You could may argue it's the pistols
Tajam
or having
banget,
that
tajam
close
banget,
first
Benji.
half. This is the first one they're placing on Fnatic's coffin here. The fact that they got the bonus,
Sama-sama
they now
blend.
put Fnatic in the bin financially.
Gue juga
They're up
bagus
to
sih.
9 to
Gue juga
6.
bagus sih.
And I love seeing the investment from Boo as well in this. I'm sure you guys will catch it in a second. That Outlaw up against the team that made this.
Nice banget,
hard
nice
fight
banget,
almost fake.
nice.
Oh, bless him. He's looking so down and now it hurts. But still, seeing the Outlaw come out
Boaster
against Fnatic.
tambah 2 lu
Stingers trying to do
kelihatannya
what they can.
anjir.
They've got to try and turn the tides here, Josh. This is looking like a disaster in the making.
Comes a push.
Oh.
Ill-timed.
Agresifnya
it doesn't help
gagal.
things. This does not help.
Agresifnya
All the
gagal.
ballers. We need someone to carry these guys.
Yep. Oh, Heretics starting
Agresifnya
to feel like the game.
gagal.
This is all starting to feel too good. And this is only against
Buat
Stingers. I know it's not meant to be those
hilang,
rounds you're clinging
udah.
onto.
And
But for
basic
Heretics, any round's good. It's the one that gets them to 10. It's the one that
Stinger
gets them
yang
digits
nggak
on
mau,
the board.
jadi nggak mau
It's the one that
nge-push.
keeps Fnatic's confidence
Ngapain di
lower
push
down,
masih
questioning
banyak
themselves, not
waktu
having a
juga
good
bisa
performance, not looking
rotate bisa.
synergized. Oh,
Lo yang mati anjir kalau
Last
begitu.
player standing.
double
Ada
dip
satu
on that.
lagi. Ketahuan lah ya, ketahuan lah ya.
This one, what it is, wraps. 10 to 6 now, Heretics. Another Andalusia flawless for them. That's 10 on the board.
Gila,
Massive
gila,
impact.
gila.
Fnatic's cornerstone, their safety, their haven here. And right now, they need to stop the rot. This round coming back, they have no ults to depend upon, Josh. This is the one that matters.
They'll be in a little bit of a bind. Mini Boo with the ult ready. Scout out the situation.
Heretics breezing through this.
Fanatics fans' hearts split in half.
Oh, so good. The laughter is just like deadpan serious. Here we go. If you're a Fnatic fan, you're paying attention. You're praying this is the one that they do the damage and we get some of those throwbacks. If you're a Heretics fan, you know they're on the cusp of something huge. They got ults to depend on. They could break Fnatic in half here.
Did Boo just run
I
in
have
there to
the
pick
spike.
that up? Am I making that up?
I'm not sure.
They now have your ult
And
and Omen ult for this
which
round.
one did they get? I think it was Boos.
They had mini Boos.
Yeah. Okay. Ult comes in. Having a little look.
He's gonna flank
pulling
B
the
with it,
attention.
and then Boo's gonna
Yep.
pop his as well.
Here we go.
Oh, and he's gonna paranoia the line.
The crunch. Now Boaster's at least gonna get re-ents, but this is the problem. The backline is not safe. Leo trying to save them, and he can only get one. Alpha next in line, but look at his HP. He was down on one. A pawn comes in. And now we're in the post. What do we have here? Wait, they're pushing this. They're pushing this. This is so audacious. Heretics just adding insult to injury. They're pushing Fnatic in their spawn at this point. And now Durka, a 1v2. This man has done miracles before, but this is not looking like the day for it. Notes one, but he doesn't know where the other resides. A quick glance towards Elbow, but
Udahlah,
he's being
GG lah,
toyed with.
deket.
He doesn't know what to do. He can't close down on one of these two kills. They're giving him no room to
Save
play.
him,
No chances, no
lagi.
opportunities. And Benji's chasing, and he's caught him! Heretics!
Aduh, tajam
One
banget,
step
Benji.
closer on Fnatic's
Benji
home
tajam
turf
banget.
here. 11 now. And what a Fnatic left with. Still able to get a bye here, but it's not going to be perfect. And Josh, this round was just a masterclass.
A true example of I got you, little bro, right there, as Boo is saving and Mini Boo in the back on that peak. But yeah, as soon as I mean, you could tell that whole round was planned out so perfectly. They knew, okay, we're gonna take the showers control. We're gonna get the orb on Boo. Boo's gonna have his ulti. We're gonna send Mini Boo through A. He's gonna go around the world through A.
Masalahnya
backside
Fnatic
B. I'm gonna
nggak
meet
tahu
you
kalau
from
dia
elbow. You guys are gonna run up into hookah, and we're gonna do the split on the site. And it looked like they planned this
Yeah.
and ran it in practice like multiple times. I wonder if that was just something that they just made up on the fly. Just like, hey, you want to do
just try
this?
this.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, it worked, and it's pushed Fnatic to their limits. That's what we're talking about. That last round was so key, Josh, and now look where it leaves them. There's 5 rounds in a row for Heretics, and it's gonna stun Fnatic here. And they can't even get a full buy. They've got a couple of ults. Well, no, they don't. They've got a couple on the way, but only Thresh is something they can depend on. As with Guardians, Bulldogs, Sheriffs.
It's tough for Fnatic because they need like bodies to defend against the site.
Yeah.
If Team Heretics picks the right site, they go in and then they're able to secure the post plant with Benji's ulti. You know, Viper's Pit either getting into a CT spawn at B or like on the spike, lock down lamps. It's going to be very difficult for Fnatic to be able to have a chance. Yes, they have Thrash, but that's it. And they have to combo their utility a lot. And here comes a shower push right off the rip.
That's going to be noted.
Showstopper.
That's big. It's a big ult to get there. You're looking for value from that.
Force anjir jatuhnya
And we've got the
force.
rotate coming in.
Harus menang, kalau ini kalah ya
Fnatic
udah
trying to
lah
pull
ya.
bodies over towards this site. Get them over towards B.
Here.
Flash going through. They're starting to really get
kalau-
closer, just on the verge now. Fnatic trying to slow them down a little bit. Bit of counter utility coming in. Minibu
early.
ahead of this. Chronicle. Saw the temptation for him to check this. There's 4 players here, and away we go. Boot's already out. Dizzy comes in.
Nanti
Dirk to do the damage. Could work from Chronicle. And there we go. Showstopper as well, but it's not over yet. Rien's still breathing. And he's got the spike.
1v3 nggak
This is
mungkin.
Fnatic doing what they needed. They needed a round like this. They can't
Gak
let this
apa-apa, biar
slip.
makin lama.
Alpha is here. Early doors.
Slipped
Ah.
under the angle.
Mati.
Rien's. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. There we go. Upgrades across the board. 3 rifles coming out. Fnatic with a lifeline there.
Still good money. Economy for Heretics. They got Seekers. They've got Viper's Pit still. They're 1 off Hunter's Fury. They have a full buy. And they're so close. Showstopper. I was afraid for a moment there with the Brim smokes coming down. I thought maybe that would stall out Team Heretics. Hey, let's wait up these smokes.
boys.
And by
Good
that
job.
time, Fnatic had already fully rotated over to the B site. If there's any moment of hesitation, like, wait, they're not here yet. Did they go back to A? That could have been really bad for Fnatic, but they pick up the round. 11 to
Straight back to
7.
this. That showers crunch they want to be doing. There are only 2 players on the B side this time around.
This is going to get full info, though. If they pop the Seekers here, this is going to alert them that it's only 2 on B.
Here we go. That ult's not going to hold them back anymore or hinder them now.
Oh,
But
wow.
Boaster and Chronicle in perfect unison too. They're starting to come alive here.
There's another.
Boot, Benji, what do you got for us? Boot's got a kill, that's Chronicle gone, and maybe there's still something to be said about this. The spike is left on the side, up top, making it very difficult. Boot left in a 1v3, yeah, Boaster's low, and he's just found Durka.
Good. Oh, winnable.
He's gonna know Mosh as well.
Winnable.
Dizzy doesn't
It's
do
winnable.
what's needed. Well, this is feeling a bit
Winnable,
more.
masih winnable, tapi spike-nya drop.
Smoke, oh my god! No
Ah.
way! Woo! Stop
GNT.
it!
Nggak bisa itu.
Oh my word! My heart just skipped a beat. But Fnatic take another step. All right, we're 11 to 8. Getting a little bit closer now. Yeah, it took the ult coming out. We saw a lot of investment, got a little bit dangerous, but credit to Boaster and Chronicle, the front line of holding that back, Josh. They succeeded and then some.
One enemy last player standing.
This map is getting dangerously close to being ultra sweaty. And once it becomes ultra sweaty, that's like a question mark for who's got the endurance. Fnatic been in these situations, these BO5s before. Heretics, they had a BO5 in kickoff and didn't do well there.
Okay, early ult invested. B-long, get away. That's Alphas. So what does Heretics do now? Looking at the purchase, I mean, it's going to be a judge there for Boaster, but very, very viable. Look at the ults on the other side too.
The drone, the tag, and the flash push in, Minibu teleporting back site. This could be really dangerous. Viper's Pit to secure as well. It's still as dangerous as last round could have been. 3 players to defend from Fnatic, but they're all spread apart. 1 in showers, 1 back site.
Kind of 2 backside almost, it feels like. Rien's gonna find Durka, but he's gonna make the oh, what a follow-up!
Baru
Big
nyala.
shot there. And he just over-delivers. That felt
Udah
maybe fair for
baca.
1, but it's Durka, he's gonna get you 2. The rest of Heretics, They don't have shower control now. They don't even have a test towards it. Maybe slip a player closer, maybe do some damage on those back lines. We'll see. Pop Flash doesn't find
30
anyone, so we know
seconds
he's got a
left.
little bit more room to step, but this is... Oh, where the hell did that go?
Going out.
Boo, where was that angle? Starting to look a little bit more
Short A,
dangerous. There's the...
Oh no.
Oh, what? Oops, just got Durga. We're back to a 3v3 and they've got the ult in place. They've got the plant now as well. Leo gonna counter-invest his ult, try and clear this out. Maybe set up Boaster to walk his way through, and he's done well. He's gotten so close. Oh, it's huge for Boaster. Finding both. And now it's on Boo in a 1v3. Tap on the spike. He's gonna have to pay attention to that soon enough. Oh, he's been spotted. Fnatic getting away with that one. I thought Heretics had just carved out a little bit of space to play with then.
These intra-round swings. Durka getting the first two, 5-on-3. Oh, Fnatic, they're finding their footing. They're gonna crawl their way back in. Team Heretics responds with 2.
30
Oh wait,
seconds
3-on-3, what's gonna happen? Wow, yeah, wow.
One enemy.
This was so ballsy. He knew as well that they were gonna come back into the ulti. Rims with judges.
Yep. Why does it always work? Heretics gonna try and stop this now. 3 in a row for Fnatic. We know these guys can pull off these comebacks. And it's caused problems for so many teams in the past. And you were talking about it, and I think it's right to kind of go back to this. We talk about that late kind of game experience coming in. Do they have that wherewithal to keep coming back into some of these rounds? Because I've got to say, Fnatic didn't look great on that first half. A couple of those rounds pretty atrocious for their own caliber. But here they are starting to close in on this. Heretics not quite as experienced in that regard. Still a relatively newer squad in that way. Younger players when it comes to it. The pressure will start to mount here. They have an opportunity to get to 12, to close out map 2, and what a boon that would be. But do you think that pressure is going to be here? This is going to be the pressure moment, right?
It might be. It's really hard to tell. It is like a map where we don't really see Team Heretics playing it unless they have to, unless like another team picks it into them. So right now, I mean, one of the things that I've noticed throughout the entire season is it does look like they have a difficult time creating the adjustments on the fly. And right now, they're not really dealing with Durka at showers or doing that showers crunch in the, through the TP. And it doesn't look like they're adding any like layers of fakes. But here we go. Teleport into the back lines. That's going to cause something to happen.
But can they deal with this at all? Durka is left on an island. He gets sent home, and Rienz has found Chronicle. Yeah, they do make a great deal out of this. Massive from Rienz. I thought with that Molly stalling out towards Hookah, that would have been enough, but no, it's Leo on the side, but the trades are there, and now Alpha undetected. Unnoticed. They have no idea. This guy is a god when he gets in these sort of situations. 1v1.
He knew Rienz was far away because he was doing the Hunter's Fury.
Agreed from Alpha.
jadinya 1v1 tuh.
Rienz committing to this corner.
Right here.
2 shock darts. He's going to hear these steps. Rienz holding his breath. Alpha! Oh, got cleared! Rienz
Nice,
gets them to 12. You felt like Alpha was right there for that clutch, but no. Heretics post up to 12 rounds. And Josh, talk to me about this though, because this early start from Heretics was incredibly well done. Rienz, what a moment for him to find 2 in this.
This strat was so popular back in like 2021 or early Valorant on Bind. We didn't have a lot of new agents, like this is pre-Astra meta, pre-Viper meta. You would have the Omen ultis into elbow to create that seesaw. You go up from the front, you go up long V, you go up hookah, you get the backstab, you have the Hunter's Fury on top of it to pinch them. They're running back to clear the Omen, and the Hunter's Fury is just blasting them. Lovely strat, just, you know, revived it from the dead, like necromancers,
just a little
summoning
vintage
it.
number,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? A nice little vintage. And now, 12 rounds. Okay, right to the knees in the end. Miniboo going to be handled. The site is under Heretics' control. Alpha still holding towards that top side, but it's a bit of a crunchy. They kind of split this site vertically more than anything. And Voot getting a little bit more interested. Let's get the timing right. Starting to clear back through showers. Alpha gonna correctly check on this. This is very topsy-turvy. A fight on the flank is gonna be Boaster. Put to task, put to challenge. He gets one, but a great trade from Rienz. And now 4v3, number still good. Gonna take down Voot. It's on Rienz on Boo. Surely not again, surely not another moment. But Boo left in a 1v2. It's Leo to catch him. And time for the defuse. Fnatic holding on for another. Finding 10 for themselves. Close, but no cigar.
Overtime clinch though for Team Heretics already. So they get to use that information going into how they want to manage their buys into these next rounds. We're seeing all sorts of pace changes. It looks like they're getting a lot of space on these fast plays. Fast play towards B with the ults. Fast play towards A here.
Nice, boys. Good job,
They're on the cusp.
Nice.
Leo so calm, always so collected. It feels like this is on a nice edge. A broken purchase here for Heretics. Another chance for Fnatic to get that step closer for themselves. For Heretics, maybe they can make them sweat a little bit here.
Set Dirk up in the corner.
Just going to leave him posted on that for now. Sitting towards the right side of the site, sitting towards Showers. Cross getting the punish. It's Leo with 2, Alpha with a 3rd. And now Miniboo and Rien's. Not much to do here, but die. And Fnatic, another step closer. We come down to one round now. It's OT or it's GG on this map. One more chance.
Team Heretics managed their buy so that they could afford a full buy this round. I don't even know if, I think they might have over-invested on the Stingers a little bit. I don't know if they're gonna have full shields, but they have the Euro ulti and they have the map point secured.
Talk, bro.
They've got the OT secured.
I have ult.
Leo has ult.
He does, so does Boaster.
So does Boasty.
Yeah, these are some big ults too. Oh, where do they put them? How do they use them? And what does Heretics come up with? One more chance to close out in regulation. Chronicle getting the early damage towards him. She walks away scot-free, just posting a little bit towards Miniboo on the other side. Boo going to be clearing. Not going to find too much here. And relatively straightforward on this thus far. It's pulled over the 3rd body.
Just a slow round waiting for cooldowns to reset a little bit. Here comes the Euro ulti, the drone as well to follow.
Dog towards long. Yoru on the side. That's be Miniboo. Spotting out these players. Now they know Leo's towards CT. They've got a good bit of information.
Oh! Pre-fired it!
Amazing! Chronicle going to be thanking Leo for that one, and Chronicle still going to find him a Benji. Going to burn alive. And now just down a Boom in a 1v3. It's looking like T is on the cards. Map 2 is going the distance. Fnatic pulling it back. Heretics held on 12.
Aduh, Leo.
So happy and impressed with himself.
He should be.
He's smiling from ear to ear about that. You see that I just clicked it and he came out and
it worked so well.
Leo.
Oh, that was
okay,
perfect.
I thought it was a pre-fire. He saw him come out and then used it though.
Oh, that was incredible.
I feel like I've seen Chronicle from Long V just in various different positions, locking it down for years. That's his spot.
It really is. 12-12 now. Burst to 14.
I want to see you crawl.
The OT judge purchase.
Filthy. Got something in mind for us with this?
He thinks he's closing the gap, so either he's going into lamps with it, potentially using it to clear hookah, and then does look like it's a little bit of a pump towards B. Hey, we're trying to like contest this a little bit, but then we're gonna go A before you realize, hey, we're not actually B, we're going A. So it's just on 2 people.
Yeah, it's going to fall on Miniboo and Benji to try and deal with the Fnatic flood coming their way. A little bit of stall, but not enough to really dissuade them. Look at them, they've taken so much of this space here. 3rd man coming back on over. It's going to be Rien's. Another flash. On. Next on the cards. Information, yes, but they still haven't been able to connect here. Very, very close round between everyone. And Chronicle's still alive somehow, but Miniboo just going walkabouts. How much can he achieve from this? Durka holding space. That judge becomes paramount now, becomes a problem to clear. Difficult to deal with. Flash again. Miniboo actually wrapping the site itself. And Durka was just on a platter, was none the wiser of what was going on. And they've already got this top. They've got to check on this. Leo, Chronicle, all in unison, finally bringing down the hammer. Benji on the back lines gets found. Fnatic post up first in OT. 13 to their name. And a dangerous round, but a round for them nonetheless.
This is so similar to what happened on Lotus. I think there in the example, Fnatic had a lead 12-10. Team Heretics comes back and wins an OT. Could be wrong about that, but it's feeling so similar in so many different ways to that Lotus in their last head-to-head.
Not so tough now.
Fnatic map point on their own map hit. Team Heretics. I think they have a timeout to invest in this if they need it, but it doesn't look like they want to use it.
Oh, going right on back in. Now, Fnatic swings this around to their favor.
Goblok deh,
We
Kak.
go again for OT. Can Heretics answer back? Does Fnatic get map 2? Already Alpha trying to assert a little bit more control, re-clear in front of that wall. Doesn't see anything. Plays it safe. Speaking of playing it safe, Spike still sat in between the two here. This is what scares me though, when Alpha does this sort of stuff.
Oh my.
Huh? Miniboo's the one to get that? I thought
What?
it was on the cards, but apparently not. So we turn our attention to the other side of the map here.
Drawn the rotation, 2 players coming over because they've pushed Long B Chronicle all the way down. Does he know though? Is he gonna have the force?
He's gonna
Here's
hit
Boo.
Does he call him back yet?
Oh, the
Oke, kosong, nice.
crush.
Bisa dapat
that's
side
great.
B
That's great to
kosong.
watch. It was like a car accident in
Kosong,
slow motion.
B-nya
But if you're Heretics,
kosong.
you're sitting there going, nice, this has worked out perfectly. Plant, 5 standing, post-plant positioning. You've got late positioning as well over towards the other side of the map. You've got ults coming in. You couldn't ask for a better
Dapat
chance here.
info
This is
tiga-tiganya
everything.
di
That's it.
sana.
Found him, boys. No stress. Miniboo, don't overcook this though. He's committing. Okay, dips around and oh my god, Vu was the one to be looking for Leo, but he was just drawn in.
Last player
Boaster and
standing.
Durka. Oh, just surely not here. Lovely from Heretics. They didn't need the
Nice
timeout. They
banget.
knew what the plan was. Double OT, 13-13. And it's an answer back in some time. It's been a bit of a drought there for Heretics. Couple rounds in succession. We keep going through now.
That timing with Chronicle, he hears Miniboo rotating as well, just doesn't expect to be like
Enemy
cleared.
remaining.
Just tilts his head for a second.
Yeah, they checked me.
Yeah, you see, he
Yep.
jump scared IRL.
And now this is when Heretics call the timeout.
Yep.
This is the time, because I was a little bit worried. Hey, if you've got one, use it. But hey, they felt like they had it, and they did. But what do they want to do now? I don't know what they've been able to kind of take away from this. What have they learned from these last couple of rounds? They have like a little pocket play in mind. What do you do in these sort of OTs? Because it always feels like it goes out of normality, right?
The thing is, Team Heretics, their issue wasn't on their defense. Their defense looked rock solid all
Yeah.
the way throughout. I mean, they only gave up a few rounds max. It was their attack side that had the issues. So potentially, maybe they're using this to talk about the attack side before it happens. But like, if you're gonna call a timeout, I'd imagine it'd be here. But they've had such a good handle of things because Fnatic hasn't really shown a lot of depth right now. We haven't seen them doing any fakes. Usually we've seen them trying to end an A. They use that wingman to get that spike planted. Maybe there's going to be an adjustment from Team Heretics to stall out that wingman from being able to plant, because if that spike is dropped in the middle of the site, maybe that gives a little bit of space for Team Heretics to get a good rotation off or a good flank off.
Fnatic on the attack. Heretics defending again. 13-13. Really getting a game out of these two.
I couldn't hear it clearly. Were there 2 teleport things? So one was the clone, one was Miniboo, and they showed it so that he could get off immediately? Because if that's the case, then Fnatic's playing real slow for a reason. They know that he's in there, and that's going to buy Team Heretics just 40 seconds off the clock burnt from Fnatic. That, you know, we've seen the clock run down, and Fnatic have to do a 5-man save, a 3-man save. So every second that's burnt off the clock from Team Heretics is working in their favor. Fnatic finally coming to clear showers, though. This is something that we haven't really seen them do all that much throughout the game.
But it's so split. They still have 2 towards Fountain over on B, so they're going to be re-gathering towards this A side that has 3 players still here. Flash, not going to find anyone, so they know that it's, yeah, they're pulling over the extra body. They're going to have 4 here for Heretics. 35 seconds. A little bit of a no-man land position for Miniboo, so got to be careful. Spotting the player towards back side, and away we go. Paranoia comes in, but that won't affect Durka. So he slips on forward. Great flash, going to find Miniboo. Boo now next on the chopping block. Paint shell goes in, Durka pre-fires, but falls. And Boo gets to keep his life. Plants there, and they try and smother him. Try and put bodies behind it. They just have to walk away, trade out for a piece. Benji, though, catching Leo. They've kind of traded positioning here, and Benji waiting for that slow
Ketahuan
creep.
Chronicle.
Oh my god. Wait, oh, he's gone back, but Chronicle gets him. And again, 1-for-1, but it's down to just 2. Boaster gonna find Root, and it's down to a 2v1. Boaster with 14 HP on his knees.
itu Bing.
taking the lead again.
Bingnya
14
nggak
to their
sabaran
name.
gitu tadi.
Fnatic held on 13.
Tapi masih
Oh, that was so
dapat
close for Fnatic as well. They get that opening pick. They know Durka's in, or sorry, they know Boo is in lamps. How many times have we seen Boo just stand there, tank a paint shells,
Ini
get
boost.
the kill on Durka, and then get out
Ente
with his
banget
life?
posisinya.
You can't give this to him. You have the man advantage. You have the sight. You have showers in short A. You have the spike plant.
Enemy
Like,
remaining.
why? You don't need it. And I think this is going to kick him. Like, when you're in OT like this, you cannot make these mistakes. You cannot try to bite off more than you can chew.
You can feel that momentum swinging here. 15 rounds is the goal. Heretics now on the attack. And a really early challenge towards Showers. We didn't see this too much. Normally it was kind of Durka really posting up in here, being quite comfortable, not being challenged. And Leo looking like he wanted to lean back the other side. Yeah, Durka's got to respect this. A little bit of pressure felt towards Short and Showers. Leo and Alpha are here by their side, but they've already got presence outside the build here. Durka being forced very deep. Yeah, the wingman and everything, all the utility coming out from Leo was great, but still they are on the site and they're looking for a fight here. Durka still back to the wall, still doing damage, but outdone by Benji. 2v2 now. Dog from Chronicle gonna clear on in. Doesn't spot maybe everything he wanted, but gonna note the plant at the very least. Viper's picking a guy out, and oh
Wah,
my god,
gigi.
Rienz drifts into Chronicle.
Gigi,
And now it's
gigi.
Boaster in a
Mustahil
1v2.
Boaster.
Heretics on the
Kalau
verge
Boaster
of doing something
mustahil.
fantastic here.
Boaster
Taking
mustahil.
away
Mustahil.
Bind from Fnatic would be
Mustahil.
everything. Can Boaster be
Mustahil.
the hero? Not today!
Mustahil.
Heretics
Kenapa kau
taking
bilang?
Fnatic's map, putting themselves up on
Run cepet.
match
Run cepet,
series
run
point,
cepet.
looking ready to go. Lotus coming.
Menurutku. Ya udah, gue cuma 24 aja. Thank you buat yang udah nonton, yang mampir meskipun nggak komen. Thank you. Makasih semua, bye bye. See you next time. Lainnya nggak tahu deh, besok mungkin kalau ya. Thank you.